5,
That's
4, 3,
tough.
2.
That's tough. I didn't know if it did the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on your side. Ladies and gentlemen,
I almost killed a fly.
welcome to a brand new episode of On It. You got the best rapper alive and Devin here. Devin, what is
No, the best rapper alive and Mikey.
and Mikey? Sorry about that. And Mikey.
Don't forget it, son.
Nah, but I don't know.
Chicka, chicka,
I
what?
never I never say and Mikey. I just say and me. But I feel like I just put a different title on it instead of and Mikey.
True.
It should fuck
Well,
it.
it is the truth, but you can start saying your name.
I could. People. I mean, if they want to know my
I'll refer to
name,
you as Mikey every time I speak.
I mean, you do. I feel like you do a good job of saying my name.
Sure.
If that's the way to put it, but
I feel like I say slut more than I say Mikey.
sure. I mean, that's
Slutty
slut,
boy.
sex. Shout out to Young Thug. That's what he wanted to change his name to at one point. Was just sex.
Sex.
But no, I mean, we got a lot to talk about, Devin. We got an actual Thursday night football game that I think we both want to get into and talk about.
Yes. It wasn't as good as it could have been.
Oh,
A little bit scary.
it was great for me. It was great.
I thought it was awesome. You didn't have any faith or hope.
See,
but
here's the
that's
thing,
all right.
though, Devin, because,
Now you're wearing the jersey.
well, I mean, the boy. See, here's the thing, bro. I've been sitting here all season, not really buying into the hype, not really seeing.
I've bought into the hype
I,
fully. I think it's incredible.
I just haven't really seen it. Every week I see Ravens climbing up on the power rankings. Ravens or Lamar Jackson MVP race. He's closing in on this and that. And it's like, or the defense. Comparing it to the 2000 Ravens. I'm
Dog,
like,
the
what?
defense is so fucking hype.
Huh.
Roquan, when they put up those Roquan stats, how it was like 18th in the league, 23rd in the league, 25th in the league, to when he got traded, first, second, first.
And bro, and that's
Tied
the
for
thing
first.
about
It's
having
tough.
somebody like that is he's going to make the players around him better.
He's a real Mike.
He's a real. I mean, yes, he is a
Like
true.
there's not
Mike.
many in the league
I wouldn't
who
say
can
that.
change a defense.
Okay, that can change a defense like that. I feel like
who communicate like that.
Like, here's the thing, like
I don't. My fault, but I don't know if you saw them when they were changing around and shifting and like pulling in Kyle Hamilton and pulling him out and doing all this crazy shit, moving guys around. They had called 2 timeouts in the first half that they didn't need to.
yeah. Well, that was
couldn't figure out shit.
Shout out to the crowd. I guess we're getting into
Dude,
Thursday.
the crowd.
Are we getting into the Thursday night football game? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, no, we're already talking.
All right, let's get into the Thursday night football game. So,
Ravens.
Bengals Ravens, but Roquan Smith, that middle linebacker thing is like, I feel like there are a lot of linebackers around the league that are a good percentage. They're a good chunk of the reason why that linebacker squad might be good. Or
Sure.
It's just Roquan Smith is going to make someone like Patrick Queen better because they got to worry about Roquan Smith and then Patrick Queen. So that's even another element.
But Pat's also very young. He's what, 24?
Is he only is Patrick's still only 24?
This is like his second or third year in the league.
Like he's a little bit older than that, but
he's 24.
Here's the
and
thing,
he's a beast.
you can have a really good linebacker squad, but at the end of the day, our DBs are still stepping up. Our defensive line is ridiculous.
Redonkulous.
I really like it. And speaking of stepping up and injuries, because those are the first two things we got to get into.
Injuries were wild.
So Ronnie Stanley not playing. Obviously, we noticed a little bit of an issue there, but honestly, it got to the point where Cincinnati was only sending 3 because they were so scared of Lamar.
Dude, they would send 3 and they would have their 2 linebackers just standing there, not doing dick.
Because it was like, yo, just don't let him get loose. And he
there was that play where he was kind of scrambling and they almost made that throw to Zay in like the front corner of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
They rushed 3. He almost got sacked. He slipped it, but he couldn't run out because there was 2 linebackers in front of him, and then drops a dart that he just stepped out on.
Some of those throws Lamar was making on the run, and some of those plays he was extending. The touchdown to Rashad. Lamar
that over the shoulder catch to OBJ. Like he was staying in the pocket. He was comfortable. Even when there was pressure, he was just holding down.
Lamar wants to throw, and he's showing that he wants to throw, and he's showing that he can
I
win
mean, he
games with
told
his
us that.
arm. But obviously the biggest injury for me is Mark.
Mark
You know,
Andrews.
the first drive, he gets tackled. He gets, it happens. Your leg gets twisted up. They're trying to make this a whole Logan Wilson is a dirty player thing.
No, his toe got caught in the turf.
Yeah, well, okay. Logan Wilson was
if Logan Wilson has done it before, maybe.
Well, okay. Logan Wilson was the one that hurt Mark, Odell, and the one that hit Lamar out of bounds when Lamar was going out of bounds. So
Lamar when he was okay.
So he did like all that. People were starting to say it was dirty, and that the drop hip tackle, the drop hip. I don't even know. I barely hear about it. But there's a. But to me, it's just a tackle. Like it's just.
I've never played. I don't know what a drop hip.
But I've never playing football. I've never heard a coach use that term. I don't really hear it. But like, okay, here, let me pull up like a Logan Wilson, like fucking article or something, so you can really understand. So Logan Wilson faces criticism for hip drop tackles.
Now, can I take a guess?
Go ahead.
Is that when you grab onto somebody and then drop your hips under them and like roll them?
So it's like when he tackled.
Oh, you drop your hip on their leg. That's what it was. That's why his leg got caught. Okay.
But it's just, I mean, it's wrapping somebody up. It's tackling somebody.
Yeah.
You're running behind them and you're wrapping them up. Like it's I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and say because you tackled somebody and got them to the ground, you're a dirty player. Vontaze Burfict was a dirty player.
That's a very dirty, that's a dirty.
Ndamukong Suh was a dirty player. Like when
those were like after the fact.
Yeah, I'm saying like when you commit personal fouls, when you unnecessary roughness, face mask, stomping on somebody's groin, things like that.
Stepping on their arms.
Logan Wilson made a tackle and it happened to injure somebody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. I mean, we just talked about targeting. Like this wasn't even like some head to head shit. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, just like concussions, sometimes you can't avoid shit like that. It's like, okay, so you either wanted him. Mark is huge. You have to take him down by his legs. That's part of football. There's no penalty that says, you can't be careful with his legs. Like you can't like wrap it him too hard or like make sure his foot isn't trapped. Like it's like, no, he tackled him.
Yeah.
Now,
Lamar had a bit of an ankle problem that game. A little bit. There were a couple plays he walked off limping a little bit.
He's got 10 days of rest, and then our bye week is after next week's game. We're fine.
They gave him some shot. They were like, oh, they had a heating pad on his ankle to keep it from hurt. They're like, dude, they shot him up with some stuff. He's good to go. They gave him a pill. He's straight.
Whoa. Why are you just...
I'm saying they fucking numbed his pain a little bit.
So you're saying there's no chance that the medical staff on the Baltimore Ravens sideline owns a heating pad?
No, I'm saying, yes, they heated his ankle, but then he came out 100%. I think they probably just gave him a little pill. He's good.
I don't think that's how the NFL
They gave him some ibuprofen. He's straight.
See, but you're being sarcastic. And
well, no, I don't know what it's called.
I don't think Lamar was given a fucking Vicodin and they were like, go. Like I think
not a Vicodin, but they have a very strong ibuprofen. I don't know what they call it. It's called something I can't remember.
Yeah, and you know what, Devin? If you play in the NFL, you can take some ibuprofen.
Agreed.
You can take some.
It does not fix torn ligaments in your hand, though.
Especially ones you don't report to the NFL. Can we talk about this, Devin? I told you.
You were texting me during the game. You texted me during the game.
Look.
And then they showed it. They had the footage. They were doing investigative work on Prime.
Yes.
They zoomed in on his hand in a fucking cast.
Wednesday.
In a brace.
On Wednesday, he had that.
Yep. And coming into the stadium today.
You cannot not disclose an injury.
you can disclose it and then he can play through it.
Yes, you can. I mean,
But you can't
that's a big no-no.
not talk about it.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't hear much about that rule, like because
Well, we talked about it with Tua last year. When Tua first hit his head and came off limping, and then played the next week, and then did the hand thing.
See, now that concussions are weird because I don't know.
Hard,
I feel like concussions
they're harder to diagnose.
Yes. Now, when you're wearing a brace, that means you were diagnosed.
Yes.
Something's
Agreed.
going on. Something happened, and I look. At the end of the day, I don't really care. I'm more pressed that like I called it, and then like I woke up today to like NFL
season-ending injury.
Well, no, NFL investigating Cincinnati.
Yeah, investigating.
I'm like, there we fucking go. Let's stand on business and really, really do what we're supposed to do, and that's call teams out for cheating.
They'll get a fine.
They should get a fine. At the end of the day, when the Steelers make the playoffs this year, it's not going to be valid.
What'd I say?
Devin. All right. Okay, here. Just
I think my prediction, the first couple of games of the season, my prediction for the Steelers was not well, but it was for the Bengals. The Bengals will finish last in the division.
Okay, well,
now that Burrow's out.
Which
is lucky. That's lucky. That's a lucky.
You're moving the goalposts.
But they still would have. Y'all still would have beat them. They still would have been 5-5. That's tough to come back from.
Do you know that?
Yes.
We were down when Joe was hurt. Joe was winning when
by 3.
Don't matter. He got in the end zone. He threw a touchdown with that hand.
No, when he was on the sidelines, y'all scored a touchdoone.
Sure. Well, he was done after that though. He was.
But after that, it was 14-10.
Either way, you know what I'm saying though. If Joe was healthy, it could have been a different outcome.
It would have been closer, sure. And that last touchdown was garbage time anyway.
Super duper garbage time. Now the weird thing, but yeah, either way, the NFL should investigate that. And I mean, I've never really, I don't see many teams doing that. I've seen, I believe it was Bill Belichick. He used to keep players on the injury list like as long as he could, just to throw off other teams.
Sure.
Like even if there was a tweak or something, it's like, hey, throw them on there. We'll let them figure out at noon who's playing on Sunday. Like, hey, fuck it.
Exactly. But the irresponsibility to take a guy who you just paid about $50 million a year,
yep,
and to have him play through a hand injury on his throwing hand is nuts. Not only for the NFL, that's crazy for the NFL. You're now losing one of your biggest quarterbacks in the league, one of your biggest eye bringers to Bengals games. Now all Bengals games no one's going to give a fuck about them.
I think at the end of the day, though, if Joe says he can go, you let him go.
No, I agree. But to know he has an injury and then to let him play like nothing's happening while he's also nursing kind of a calf injury.
You know,
that's like fucking, if he got tackled and his hand got stuck in the turf. If it's something that simple.
And that's another thing.
Like, let Browning play.
What's his name is lying about it?
Who?
Taylor. Zach Taylor? Zach Taylor?
Zach something. Whatever the fuck.
Am I saying his name right? I don't know.
Bengals coach.
I'm a little inebriated.
We don't give a fuck. He'll be out.
Listen, he's lying. He said, no, Joe Burrow, he hurt his wrist in the first quarter of the game.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, the fuck Zach. What is his name? What?
No. I was saying that.
Oh, okay.
Burrow, heard it worse in the first quarter.
What is it? What is his name, bro?
I think it's Zach Taylor.
Okay.
Just look up Bengals head coach.
Yeah, Zach Taylor. So I want to see what he said about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow out for season update, under season, just torn ligament right wrist. The season is far from over, he said.
Yes, with Jake Browning, it's far from over.
That's like last night they interviewed him and he's like, Jake Browning can run every play in this offense. It's like, I mean, yeah, he can. Like, he definitely knows the plays. Like
he didn't look terrible. He didn't throw any picks.
Yeah, but that was also, I don't know. Like, I mean,
but this could be a Wally Pipp moment.
I I guess it could be, or it's just gonna be Bengals are 5-5 and they're done for the year. But let me go back
Do
to
you know
saying
Wally
this.
Pipp?
I do. He was the one that took over, or he.
He didn't play because of a headache, and then Lou Gehrig got in and then never missed another game
Yeah,
for 2,000 games.
yeah. I wanted you to get your baseball story. I wanted you to get.
But
I wanted you to get it
every
off.
sports coach tells that story.
Yeah, yeah.
To just show up and play.
All that to say is, and I know I understand. I feel like if you didn't have this take, you may see more of my point, because I'm not saying this to discredit your Steelers take, but I'm saying, to me, the Steelers making the playoffs this year, when at least for me, I had two teams in the same division over them,
Yeah,
who had quarterbacks go out with season-ending injuries. I don't really think it's that. It's not like,
see,
okay. Like, okay, the
I don't
Ravens,
know if the Browns are worse off.
bro,
They won games without
we
Deshaun.
did not see, we barely saw a healthy Deshaun this year. I don't think Deshaun
Like
was healthy at all this season.
we saw a couple of quarters, maybe.
I'm saying though, I don't know what makes you think the Browns aren't good with a healthy Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is
No,
good.
no, I know, but I mean, he hasn't played.
Okay, but when a healthy Deshaun Watson, we were at least having the conversation, debating on whether or not they had a better chance than the Steelers.
Yes,
And
for sure.
I think, okay, a lot of people had the Browns and a lot of people had the Bengals clearing.
Yes, but here's the thing. As much as you say, like, oh, the Bengals have a way better chance than the Steelers or the Browns,
Healthy.
that's fine. But also, yes, the Bengals are now hurt and injured, but the last 2 years, the Ravens have been hurt and injured, and that's why the Bengals took over the North.
That's
Like, the
true.
Bengals are
That's
not
true.
a North leading team. Their defense,
Look,
frankly, sucks dick.
I'll
It's
give you that.
horrible.
I'll give you that. But I will say, I think even you could admit that if if Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts both go out with season-ending injuries, and Washington wins the NFC East with a, one game over 500, you're not going to be that pressed about it. Or if y'all
No,
just,
2020,
or even if y'all make the playoffs.
2020 we won the division and made the playoffs with a losing
I
record.
know, but I'm saying, this specific scenario, it's like two teams that are obviously, like, that are probably above y'all,
Yeah.
had season-ending injuries to their starting quarterbacks and kind of screwed them out of playoff contention, period. And then y'all get in, I wouldn't be that pressed. The same way
See, but
the same way
I don't hate
if
our team right now. I think our offense is now starting to click a little bit, and I think our defense is pretty good.
sure, yeah, I understand that, but in the grand scheme of things, if Jalen Hurts goes out tomorrow,
Yeah.
and Dak Prescott goes out tomorrow,
Knock
and
on
and,
wood.
and it's just more Tommy DeVito in New York, I mean, yeah, Washington's gonna
Well,
have Washington
Tommy's stuck in New York.
Washington is gonna have a way better chance of making the playoffs. But
Tyrod should be back soon, so he might play.
if the Ravens, in the beginning of the year, if Joe Burrow went out in the beginning of the year, if TJ Watt and George Pickens and Najee Harris went out in the beginning of the year, if Deshaun Watson went out in the beginning of the year, all of them, and Nick Chubb, if all that happened in the beginning,
Well,
if all that happened in the beginning of the year, and we were having this year, and we go on and we win our division, we have a great record, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we dominated the AFC North. We dominated this. And I don't want
sure.
to see the Steelers show up and get a 7th seed and them talking a bunch of shit when we
Yeah.
all know y'all don't. And I'm saying this is even if they make it. Y'all don't deserve to be there.
Sure,
Just the
yeah.
fact that we're having conversations like, oh, is it going to be the Steelers or Zach Wilson's Jets? Like, these are the conversations we're having. So I don't want to.
Yeah.
I just don't want to hear the 9-8 Steelers gassed when they make the playoffs at the end of the year. I'm sorry, I don't.
No.
I don't. And I understand you called it. That's great. That's a huge, crazy prediction. And if you put money on it and it fell in line the way it did, that's awesome. But as a team, they ain't good.
Well, I should have bet on the Bengals being last in the division.
And
That's a crazy
And what
take.
are two positions I told you the Ravens are always going to make it work on offense? Running backs and tight ends.
Who's your other tight end?
Well, right now we're going to
Like, I know it's running
We're going
backs.
to run with Isaiah Likely.
Oh, likely.
And that boy Kohler, number 88, Charlie
Yeah.
Kohler. So
Is likely a tight end, or is he
yeah,
just a
he's a tight
big
end.
ass
He's a
receiver?
tight end. He's a tight end. Now
Okay. He's a great blocking tight end.
we're gonna make it work. The same way we lost
No
Jake.
shit.
We lost Jake in the beginning of the year, and I don't know if you've noticed,
You
but
guys haven't missed a fucking beat.
no, we're
He's not
perfectly
like
fine in the running
Keaton
game.
Mitchell, a fucking
Animal and the fact and Gus.
And then you got big old Gus just knocking in touchdowns left and right.
Gus going crazy these past couple of weeks. Keaton Mitchell, and he didn't even have a crazy game yesterday, and we still our running game was still.
He had some good runs though. He had some good first down runs.
He also got stuffed a couple times, and it was like, hey, all right,
sure,
it happens. You don't have to bust out for a 40-yard run every single game.
There were some negative yardages that knocked some of his stats, but
then even looking at the defensive side, like, all right, you don't have Marlon. Who steps up? Ronald Darby. Ronald Darby's the one. A veteran corner is gonna come in here and step up. It's like, bro, it's like pieces.
And
bro, it's like
y'all's DBs were making plays.
Bro, our
plays.
DBs
like in the red zone, fucking get that hand in the pocket, knock that ball out. Beautiful. It was a sound game from the Ravens, top to bottom.
And
I stopped watching in the fourth quarter. It was fucking simple.
If we had that crowd on Sunday, we would have beaten the Browns. If we had that crowd on Sunday, we would have not let up a 16-point lead. I promise you.
14.
I want to say we were up at 16 at some point.
It was 14 in the fourth.
Oh, okay. But I'm saying at some point we were up 16 points. Yeah. But no, if we had that crowd there, I think and bro, Odell? What the hell was that?
You were talking shit, man.
Bro.
I mean, he obviously doesn't have the legs that he used to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were, like, a couple plays where he just looked a little bit gassed. He had a couple where he got rung up a little bit, but he was getting open. And he's getting open because he's not the biggest threat in this receiving core.
Not even close.
It's Zay.
I mean, and Zay.
They're doubling Zay, and now Odell's getting open.
Zay.
Odell's a number 2 or 3.
Well, yeah, I think it goes Zay, Rashad.
Well, 2.
I think you do. Rashad is better than Odell at this point.
Rashad caught one pass and he caught that touchdown pass. It was just that one touchdown pass.
Well, are we nitpicking?
But Rashad is tough.
If that's the case, then Nelson Aguilar is our wide receiver too.
That was not Nelson Aguilar's target.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're just taking one game and going, nah, Odell's better than Rashad. No.
I'm not saying that.
In 2023, defenses are more worried about Rashad than Odell. If they're picking. I'm just saying.
But they're way more worried about Zay Flowers than they are anybody else on that field.
Yes.
And they were worried about Mark, but now you guys got some other guys you can fucking throw in there. But
like, my trajectory as like a fan and not a fan of Odell, or my level of fandom for Odell, was like, he came into the league and I was a fan of bro. Like, obviously he makes the catch.
Everyone was.
And when it was the Josh Norman Odell beef, I was kind of on Odell's side because I remember Josh Norman that was a little.
I wasn't.
All right. Well,
as much as I didn't like Josh Norman, me being a Skins fan, it was kind of fucking, and it was also like, I don't know if you remember that.
This was before Washington. This was Carolina, New York.
No. I'm saying me not liking the Giants.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But like in that Carolina game, he fucking went full on headbutt, tried to take his head off. Like,
okay, and that was the one thing that I will say was egregious. But I also remember being younger and still being like, yo, Josh Norman's been good for like 3 games. Why is he talking this much shit? Like, I remember being
dude, I say it all the time. Like, DBs are in and out of stardom in a matter of weeks.
I stopped liking Odell when he went to Cleveland, and all that.
Or when he started to leave Cleveland.
When all that shit happened in Cleveland. And when he came to the Ravens, I was not a fan of the move because I didn't want the attention to be on him. I didn't want it to be about him, and I didn't want him to be a diva.
Now, you don't have to be a fan.
But listen, I want to, though. If you're going to be on my team, bro, I want to like you.
No, I know.
I want to like you, and I know it doesn't fucking matter.
You can
'Cause,
respect his game and what it does, but you don't
but
have to
that's the
be a fan.
thing. I didn't. I don't respect. I did.
No, I
I haven't
know.
respected his game in a long time, and I don't even. I didn't
That is
really
true.
like. It's like it's just there's certain things. There was just certain things about him, and it's like he was a drama queen. He was a diva. He
He
was,
still is.
but very less.
It is the Ravens. The Ravens don't play
We
that
don't
shit.
play that shit. And his interview, I don't know if you saw after the game, but he hyped up. You know, he was like the way the Ravens, the organization, they're one of the best organizations in the league. From the way they run practice to this and that, I was like,
Well,
Odell.
anything looks good when you come from the Giants and the Browns.
But I think Odell really has embraced being a Raven,
I think he's embraced like the culture
and I
of
think
being a
he
Raven.
likes being a Raven. And now, yeah, he had his moments where he threw his helmet on the pass interference, and it's like he should have been happy about it. But at the end of the day, without all of the stuff we know about Odell, that was just the guy who wanted to score.
Fair.
That's all that was.
Now, I don't know if you can take that back.
What do you mean?
Like what you said, where you're like, fuck this, he should just be happy.
No,
Which
no,
I
no.
still agree
No, no, no,
with.
no, no. I'm saying, no, that for sure. Like, you should be. But there were two incidents. There was one where he just dropped it and got upset. And then the one where he got the pass interference and threw his
Yeah.
helmet. Yes,
Yeah.
you should be happy about that. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a little more added on to it because it's Odell.
Sure.
And I'm not going to backpedal at all. Yeah, I said what I said, but I'm admitting that I'm slowly
No,
buying into it.
I get that, but what happens if in a couple weeks or next week he has a fucking spurt, gets one catch for 3 yards, and then fucking goes on a rant about y'all? Like he's unpredictable. Yes, he had a great game, but I don't think it's like a hey, I'm here type of moment.
Do you think he ever respected Baker Mayfield the way he does Lamar?
No, I don't think anyone respects Baker
Okay,
the way
then.
anyone respects Lamar.
Okay, then, because let's be real, him and his dad aren't doing Lamar the way they did Baker.
And even if they do, no one would give a fuck.
Nobody would care. It wouldn't matter, and it would honestly. It's to the point where it's like you're all right. Okay, Antonio Brown, like you're crazy. Like you need to chill.
Yeah.
Um,
But they got to start getting Odell double teams so that you can get Zay that fucking ball because that boy's shifty as fuck.
and here's the thing: if Odell gets one catch for 10 yards for the next 3 games and we win, and he doesn't complain,
Perfect.
that's fine because we got the hardest remaining schedule.
But here's the thing: even if Odell does win, he won a Super Bowl. Didn't care because he was a Super Bowl MVP. He didn't play the whole game. If y'all win or y'all are successful and he's not, he probably won't care too much.
And that's fine by me. I don't care. As a Ravens fan, if we're successful,
But that's just the way he is.
And guess what? If the Ravens,
So I'm saying take him for what he is and what he has been, and just he'll have some good games, but he's not y'all's savior.
fuck. But I said that. I've been saying he's not. Odell ain't no savior. I've been telling people that, but he is.
But no, overall, like y'all were pretty much locked down on defense, except for that last touchdown, which was just kind of bullshit.
We gave it to him.
Yeah.
But it was a minute 30
and
left.
then y'all got the ball back with a minute left. It's just kneel downs.
Mm-hmm.
And then offensively, not too many hiccups. Tucker was immaculate as always. It's crazy.
What?
That guy.
Justin Tucker?
Nuts.
What's nuts about it?
It's just picture perfect every fucking time. No matter where he is, no matter what, it's fucking every single fucking time.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So the last thing about
he's the greatest kicker ever. It's incredible.
Can I ask you, what do you think likely out for the season means? Now, before you answer,
Potential.
Joe Burrow's been ruled out, which means
he's done.
If the
he's getting surgery,
if the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl, he still would not
done.
be healthy.
Yeah. Mark,
if the Ravens were 2-8, he'd be ruled out
not
for
coming
the season.
Back.
We are 8-3. What, or 8-3?
8-3.
if we make it to the AFC Championship game, Mark might be playing in that bitch.
No, I'm saying, yeah, likely is he's out for the regular season.
Yeah, like
Playoff?
That's the thing. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
Like
hoping for.
it's probably a decent ankle sprain.
Oh, did you not see what it was?
No, what they listed as.
It's basically a hairline fracture and a partially torn ligament.
Oh wow.
But it's really they're figuring out if he needs surgery or not. I think that's what they are currently doing. But that's what I'm saying. Likely out for the season.
A cracked fibula. So that could have happened during that play.
No, this was all because of that one tackle. Yeah.
No, I understand, but it's like cracked, like bones typically don't crack that easy. It was probably like there's probably stress fractures in there because he's a football player. The ligament, if it's partially torn, it shouldn't be that long. It's the fibula that.
And if
that
he
might
doesn't need surgery, it's not that bad. It's not.
Well, if it's not fully torn, he won't need surgery.
Bro, we just have to
He'll
wait
be in a
and see.
boot. He'll be in a cast for weeks, but
we'll really just have to wait and see.
What is it? Week
11.
What's next week? 12?
12. It's week 11 this week.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could definitely be back by the playoffs.
We'll see. All right, let's.
That's 6 to 7 weeks. He's straight.
We got some games to predict.
But also, you got to stop saying y'all's team is gonna fucking not win by a lot. I called that shit.
I know, but then
have some respect on your team.
We
you guys have
to the
fucking
Browns the week before that.
I know, but your guys' offense is fucking massive, and all you need to do is your defense to step up. You guys are straight. That pick six doesn't happen. That tip ball doesn't happen. It's a fucking completely different game.
I guess.
The 2 weeks prior, what, 6 points you guys let up, or 9 points or something?
I don't know.
And you guys put up like 40 something?
I'm just saying, bro, as a Ravens fan, I have seen this before. I've seen us go on a run. I've seen us win games. I've seen Lamar look crazy. I've seen Lamar have an MVP season, and then it all crumbled down in the blink of an eye.
But Lamar was young. That was 4 years ago.
Still young.
I know, but that was 4 years ago. He looks way better right now than he ever has. And the only reason he really won MVP was because he was doing all this shit with his legs. He was doing crazy shit with his legs, and he was throwing the ball well.
He led the league in touchdown passes. So I mean,
no, I understand, but right now he's looking way better than he has before, from a fucking football playing standpoint, and leading games.
I appreciate it. And
I'm saying this is fun, exciting. I don't give a fuck about Ravens fans or nothing. It's a fun, exciting fucking team.
Well, fuck y'all then.
Well, no, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying that this is one of the most exciting defenses, who leads the league in sacks, one of the most exciting offenses with crazy young talent, and Lamar's throwing the ball like a motherfucker.
I just think the Ravens are reasonably not getting too excited.
And I think that's fine, but you can't downplay how good they are.
They are very good right now.
And they will continue to be good, I think.
I hope so. If we turn around and lose to the Chargers next week after we watch the Chargers struggle versus every team in the league, I'm going to be a little upset.
Y'all could. Who knows?
But
again, it's prime time.
Is it?
Yeah, Sunday night. Dude, I think the stat was crazy. I think it was like 18-3 in prime time or something under Harbaugh, and 7-0 on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Pretty tough.
I do fuck with my boys. But speaking of the boys, Cowboys, Panthers.
And Harbaugh's underrated.
Yes, he'll be talked about a lot better once he's out of the league and Jim Harbaugh's done getting in scandals.
He's really tarnishing that name.
Yeah, he is.
Big time.
Cowboys, Panthers. I mean,
pains me.
Yeah, it's Dallas.
It pains me. How many 1 o'clock games are there? Jesus.
Dallas is 100% winning this game.
Yeah, Dallas is winning this
that one in. Steelers, Browns. Deshaun Watson out for the year. Before we both pick Pittsburgh, let me tell you why I'm happy this game is happening, because it's a guaranteed AFC North loss.
Yes.
A guaranteed
Perfect.
AFC North loss. And honestly, me personally, I'd rather it be the team that still has a chance to make the playoffs, but it's not going to be because Pittsburgh is going to win this game. And that's, yeah, like I said, they're going to keep getting these easy dubs and they're going to fall right into the playoffs. That's what I got.
Yeah. DTJ or DJT or whatever his fucking what's his fucking name?
I don't know. I don't care.
DPP. Whatever his name is, Dorian Thompson
You picking
Timmons.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
All right.
He's not worth it. Who cares? They still suck. They have nobody.
Bears Lions.
But the Steelers aren't great. The Browns could win this game. Who cares?
Browns could win this game, but I don't see it. I really don't see it at all. Bears Lions. Another, I mean, to me,
Lions.
yeah, this is pretty simple.
Now, you asked me 4 or 5 years ago.
It'd be, I mean, I guess a toss up, but it wouldn't really be like, I don't know. They both these teams suck. So or not.
These are two.
In
No.
the
Lions don't suck right now.
In
You
the
can't say
history,
that.
I'm saying in that
Yes.
time, like in
historically,
5 years ago, it'd just be like, all right, who's gonna play worse? Like it's I guess, but
yeah. Whoever the Bears quarterback was 5 years ago.
But Lions are 7-2. They're obviously going to take advantage of becoming 8-2 and getting an NFC North dub, and they're going to beat the shit out of Chicago.
They will. I mean, shout out to Brandon's take that the Packers will win the AFC or the NFC North. They won't be close. The Lions will win convincingly.
Yeah.
And yes, the Browns will lose. Even if it's Fields or Badgett, I don't really care.
Fields or Badgett. Chargers, Packers. I'll say this right now. If Justin Herbert plays how he played last week, there's no chance Green Bay is keeping up.
Yeah, Chargers.
There's no chance. Yeah.
This is a must-win for the Chargers. They can take advantage. They can get back to 5-5. They can take advantage of the Bengals getting hurt, and they can try to claw back into that fucking 7th seed.
Sorry, I feel like I have a habit of talking over you.
That's fine.
Sometimes, but I'm going to apologize and work on it. The Chargers are going to be 5-6 when they play the Ravens. So I mean,
yeah,
I guess.
But so will the Bengals. So,
Chargers, Cardinals, Texans. Kyler versus CJ.
Oh, Kyler, I forget.
Kyler versus CJ. Here's the thing, bro. Like right now, Houston's looking at an actual chance of making the playoffs. Like
a real life chance.
But the Cardinals,
the Cardinals could win. Who'd they beat last week?
The Falcons. Yeah, they struggled too. But Houston's not good.
It was close.
We're not going to sit here and act like
Houston just beat a full healthy Bengals. Well, yeah, a healthy Bengals, except for T. Higgins.
And we also forgot that that Tyler Boyd dropped a wide open touchdown.
Regardless.
At the end of the game. And they should have won. The Bengals should have won that game. But
regardless.
I know, but they should have. I mean, they didn't. Like it wasn't like a no question dub. Like it's great that they were in.
No, but it was cool that like the Cardinals aren't hanging with the Bengals right now, or last week.
I mean, I'm gonna go Houston, just because. I mean, I feel like they're going into this game just wanting to win more.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Kyler wants to be in
the Houston organization finally has a taste of winning. I don't even know who's their coach. Is it D'Amico?
Oh, who?
Houston.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Arizona. I thought you.
No. Fuck that. That guy's
a
loser. I think it's D'Amico.
Titans, Jags.
Jags have to win this game.
Jacksonville to go 7-3. That's gonna be tough.
And
Titans suck.
And we should both apologize for truly hyping up Will Levis.
Well, I said he was trash, and then he had a really good game, and I was like, okay.
I think we got caught up. I at least got caught up because last week he had like a 55 passer rating.
Yeah, no, he's not done anything since that first game.
No, I don't even know if he's thrown a touchdown pass. Maybe one.
Yeah, I'm going Jags for sure. Um, damn, these games are pretty fucking easy. Miami, Vegas.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. I mean, there's like Miami coming off a bye week. They're getting like
How the fuck are the Raiders 5-5?
I don't know. It'll change soon. Devin, are y'all gonna beat the Giants?
Yeah, easy all day.
Are y'all gonna beat the Giants?
Yes.
Can I pick y'all and be confident? Can I
Yes,
pick y'all and be
please,
confident?
yes.
Because I'm gonna be a little disappointed if y'all go out there and shit the bed versus the Giants.
Yes, we lost to them, but this is a team that is reinvigorated. This is a team that is now putting trust into Sam Howell, and I think we're going to fucking light the fuck out of them. We're going to blow them up.
All right, I'm going Washington. Now let me
We're
say
going up
this.
against a team that's fucking horrendous. They've given up. I don't care what Saquon does. I don't give a fuck. We're going nuts.
Moving on to the next game. If they're really like that, Devin, then San Fran better not struggle versus Tampa.
Ooh,
I'm
this
just
one's
saying,
tough.
if San Fran is really like that, the way everybody's talking about San Fran, the way everybody's hyping them up, you know how I feel about Tampa. You know I got a little soft spot for Baker and want them to play well.
I think you got a big soft spot.
If San Fran is really like
you got
that,
a tight spot for Baker, dude.
Stop. If the Bucks are who they are and the Niners are who they are, the Niners should not struggle at all. So I'm picking.
Baker's got your stinky spot,
I'm
brother.
picking the. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking stinky spot. I'm going Niners, bro. I'm going Niners.
I've never said that in my life. That felt weird to say.
Yeah, I know.
That was cool though.
It felt weird to hear.
I enjoyed the stinky spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I don't want to see the Niners do well. Also, Baker might be becoming the next Jameis.
He is.
He's getting close where he'll have a fucking 3-4 touchdown game, and then he'll have a no touchdown 2-pick game where he'll hit Mike Evans twice, maybe. Or Mike Evans will have 6 catches for 160 and 2 touchdowns. Who knows?
And drop a third one.
Who'd you go with? I forgot.
I'm going San Fran, bro. San Fran better win this game. If they're like that.
Balls. Where are they playing? In Levi.
Yep. 12-point favorites.
If the Niners want to be serious, they got to win this. Yeah,
Niners it is. All right, Jets, Bills.
I also fucking hate Kyle Shanahan. I think he fucking sucks balls. He's nothing like his father.
Why do I feel like this game's a little too hard?
No. Bills.
Okay, I'm telling you this right now. If the Bills win this game like 23-20, I want you to come back on and apologize for acting like me saying this will be a tough decision. Because I guarantee you the Bills are going in going, no, we're the Bills. At 5-5, and the Jets are going in going, yo, so, like, we really need to win. I'm not going to pick the Jets. Like, trust me, I'm going to pick the Bills.
You can. I'm fine with that.
But I think it's going to be closer than people think. Sorry.
No, and I could also agree with that. But
when Josh Allen crumbles.
The whatchamacallits. Bills just fired their OC. I think they're coming back stronger. I think they're going to come back fucking hard-nosed. I don't know who's going to be calling plays, but someone with the right mind is going to be calling plays, and Josh Allen's going to be Josh Allen. You're going to see Josh Allen running the ball a little bit more. You're going to see Josh moving. And I don't know if you heard Stephon Diggs. Pretty funny. Pretty hilarious. What? He was like, don't listen to my fucking dumbass brother. Idiot. That guy can shut the fuck up.
I was saying the wise words of Trayvon Diggs. 14 need to get up out of there.
No. In the wise words of Stephon, shut your mouth with your fucking ACL injury. He was like, he's sitting at home right now. This is from a fan perspective, not a player. He can shut up.
Wow,
He doesn't speak for me.
that's crazy because Stephon Diggs is gonna do like a lot more work and put in a lot more effort to like be in the same spot Trayvon is in February. So it doesn't matter because when Stephon Diggs struggles
No,
to
that's fair. But the Bills are
win,
winning this game at least.
yeah, they will. But I mean, if Trayvon ain't wrong in my eyes,
But the work is important, and I think no, they're definitely winning.
get 14 out of there. I want to see 14 go catch. Yes, bro. Yes. Let
Where the fuck is 14 finna go?
Stephon Diggs could go to a lot of places. What do you mean? Where could he go? He could go to like any of the other top 10 quarterbacks.
No, I know he could go anywhere, but I think Josh Allen's just struggling a little bit right now. I don't think it's indicative of who Josh Allen is. We've seen Josh Allen ball. We're just talking crazy shit on him right now.
They're 5-5, Devin.
Who gives a fuck? So are the Bengals.
In your words in the beginning of the season,
Josh Allen's better than Joe Burrow.
No, he's not.
I think it's by a long shot. The Jaguars are 6-3. I think Josh Allen's better than what's his name?
So I texted you
All right,
last
yes,
night.
I said
Stop
currently.
talking. Stop
I said
talking
currently.
right now. Stop.
I said
do
currently.
not interrupt
No,
me.
I said
no,
currently.
I pulled the receipts up and now you want to cut me
said
off.
currently.
Don't cut me off.
Currently.
I pull up the receipts. I
remember what I said.
You just said Josh Allen is better than Joe Burrow.
Currently.
You just said Josh
Currently.
Allen. You just said Josh Allen is better than Joe Burrow.
Currently.
What do you mean? What? Currently what?
I mean, like this week. These past couple of weeks. Yes.
These past couple of weeks, what?
Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen. These past couple of weeks.
Nah.
As a quarterback, Josh Allen. I said currently. I didn't say yes for sure forever. Who cares?
Currently,
I said
yes.
currently.
You didn't say today. These last 2 weeks.
I said currently.
Oh, okay. So you're backtracking.
No. I'm not backtracking. I said currently.
I didn't know currently only meant the last like 3 weeks.
I'm saying Josh Allen's not that good right now. And Josh Allen has not shown how good he is right now. But in this league, he's a top 5 quarterback, and he will show that at some point this season.
And Joe Burrow isn't. Why?
Joe Burrow could be, but he's behind Josh Allen.
Why?
If we look at not currently, if we look at who's a better quarterback.
Oh, so like you mean their careers, like how one's made it to a Super Bowl and how one's never won an AFC championship?
How one fluked his ass into a Super Bowl and fluked his ass into AFC championships.
Now it's a fluke.
Yes, because y'all were fucking hurt. They should never have won their division. There's a bunch of games that they shouldn't have won. Burrow he's 3 years into his career.
And Josh
or 4
Allen,
years. He's hyped up like a motherfucker. He doesn't deserve to be at this fucking level that he thinks he's at.
And before this year,
Josh Allen's a better quarterback.
Before this year and after Tom Brady, he got to play terrible games versus some of the worst opponents in the AFC, and that's all 3 teams in the AFC East. So, sure, if you want to act
he was playing against Tom.
He was, and Tom was still making it to Super Bowls before and after he left the AFC East. But
either way, if there weren't 8 seconds left on the clock, they would have been in a Super Bowl.
Including the Jets, including the Dolphins. He spent a long time playing against some pretty bad teams in his division. Joe Burrow made it out the North, healthy or not.
You will see that he will be better. Josh Allen is still very good.
Josh Allen is good, but he's like you acting like he clears Burrow, like no question, is kind of crazy.
I think he's better than Burrow.
I don't think he clears
now.
him,
not right now.
I think
but
there's
Burrow's
a conversation.
Hurt right
I don't think he walks. Like it's not like, oh yeah, no question, Joe Burrow, or no question, Josh Allen. I don't either way. I'm not sitting here saying no, Joe Burrow passes him, but I think it's a conversation.
No, it's a conversation, but I think Allen's better.
Okay.
Is he the best decision maker? Maybe not.
I mean, but all you're saying is because he's not playing that good like recently, but you're not telling me when he like played good. You're just saying we have seen him. Like like I haven't seen much difference in Josh Allen this year than past years.
I have. He looks way worse
Except he's playing tougher opponents.
No, he looks worse. It's not that he's...
Okay.
Yeah, there's some tough opponents, but they play tough opponents every year.
No, they didn't. They got an easy dub twice a year versus the Jets, and before this year versus Miami.
But what about in the playoffs when they fucking were 8 seconds away from beating the Chiefs
Shit
on some
happens.
bullshit?
Is Patrick
Shit
Mahomes better than
happens.
Josh Allen?
Yeah,
Okay, there you go. That's why.
but Burrow is not better than Allen.
Well,
And I stand on that.
I disagree. So that's all I gotta say about that.
That's fine.
Either
And
way,
here's the thing.
Buffalo's winning.
I said that the Bengals would be last in the division with Burrow. They don't have Burrow, but they will still be last. Even if they did have Burrow, third or fourth.
Bro, okay, okay. I guess. I mean, for you to sit here and pretend like playing in the AFC East is the same level of difficulty as playing in the AFC North, you are fucking insane. You are
It's not the same difficulty.
absolutely insane.
It's not the
So
same
anything
difficulty.
Josh Allen does in comparison to Joe Burrow, to me, is not better.
They play other teams.
I understand that, but at the end of the
They
day,
play
at
nine other
the end of the
teams.
day, the most important games are going to be your divisional games.
Or, yeah, that's fair.
You get to
They play a lot of other teams,
get
though,
to
and they
walk-
still have good
when you
records,
get
and they
to
still
walk-
make the playoffs every year.
and they still lose every year.
That's okay. So do the Ravens.
I understand that, and you're sitting
You
here
think
telling
Lamar is better than Joe Burrow? Because I do.
Okay. First of all, you can't
or-
sit here.
or-
Whoa,
or
whoa,
does
whoa,
Burrow
whoa,
make a
whoa,
Super
whoa,
Bowl?
You can't sit here and say, dude, the Ravens are so good. You got to believe in them, and then sit here and tell me, so do the Ravens. Yeah, I know the Ravens lose in the playoffs. That's why I'm telling you, stop fucking gassing them right now. Like,
No,
I
I'm
know
saying
they
that
lose in the fucking playoffs.
No,
But
I'm
you're
saying
sitting here telling me that Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback, but he can't win a fucking playoff game.
I'm saying that Lamar is better than Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl. Fuck Joe Burrow going to a Super Bowl. That doesn't make him a better quarterback.
Lamar Jackson's won an MVP. Lamar Jackson to me is better than Josh fucking
Josh
Allen.
has been close. Josh's stats are better. Josh's everything is better than Joe Burrow. Burrow's made a Super Bowl. Fuck Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's just a more.
There's hella great quarterback. There's a shit ton of great quarterbacks in this league who've never made a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert already has better stats than Burrow will ever have.
But let's be real. No one's talking about Justin Herbert in top 5 right now.
Top 8, top 7.
Sure, if you want to keep moving the goalposts, I guess. But people aren't talking about him like that.
People are talking about Herbert as a fringe top 5.
Fringe top 5, sure. Fringe,
like 6.
But that's like, I guess. I mean, the good.
It's Mahomes, Jackson, Hurts, Allen, Burrow, and fucking what? That's not in order.
Your quarterback list is crazy.
And then it's Lawrence, and then it's fucking Herbert. At fighting for 6. Fuck Prescott.
So you said, did you not say Burrow?
No, Burrow's in the top 5.
Okay. So you got.
But then you got.
So you got
Herbert,
Lamar.
Lawrence.
You got Lamar. You got Lamar, Patrick.
All right, who's top 10?
Lamar. I got Patrick, Lamar, and in the top
Hurts.
10.
In the top 10, no
Hurts,
order.
Allen, Burrow, Trevor
Herbert.
Lawrence, Herbert,
Prescott, Watson.
No.
Watson's not top 10?
I mean, right now, no. I mean, I'm honestly looking Goff's way a little bit.
Goff?
The way Goff's fucking playing.
Cousins is not top 10.
Well, no, but I'm just okay, sure. You want to make a top 8? All the quarterbacks we're talking about makes it. But at the end of the day, either way, I don't think Josh Allen clears any top 5 quarterback in the league. Just because
but neither does Burrow. Neither does Burrow.
I agree.
Burrow's not a top 2 quarterback in this league.
Josh Allen ain't a top 2 quarterback in this league.
We don't know who 2 is. We know who 1 is. Ain't nobody know who 2 is.
Right now, 2 is Lamar.
Right now.
Right now, 2 is Lamar. Just how you said right now.
I agree.
Burrow's better than Josh.
No, Josh is better than Burrow.
You just fucking
no, sorry.
You just said 24 hours ago the opposite.
No, Burrow is better than Josh currently, but now because Burrow's injured, now it's flipped.
All right, Seahawks Rams.
That was a long way to get somewhere.
It was, but let's be real. We just argued about 2 quarterbacks we could care less about.
No, we care.
We care, but at the end of the day,
Mike, this is an NFL podcast. I think we
I
care about these guys more than we do Baker Mayfield.
I know, but at the end of the, I'd rather watch Baker play though. I'll say that. I'd rather watch.
No, I'd rather watch Josh Allen than watch Baker.
You rather watch Josh Allen draw 5 roughing the passer fucking penalties? Baker's gonna take them hits. He's gonna stand in that pocket and what? He's gonna
With them
take
fat, chunky rib protectors
he's
on,
gonna
bro.
take all them hits. He's not gonna sit there and no, fuck that. That's another reason why I don't like Josh Allen's punk ass. Fuck him. Rams Seahawks.
I think you got it flip flopped.
Rams
Josh
Seahawks.
ain't the enemy.
Josh is a super enemy, especially to the Ravens. Are you fucking
Yo,
kidding me?
yeah.
Are you serious? You forget the Bills beat us in the playoffs like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Tyler Huntley
Rams Seahawks.
Tyler Huntley damn near a better playoff performer than fucking Josh Allen.
Dog.
Seahawks Rams, I think
we would not be talking about the Bengals right now had Tyler Huntley not done that dumb shit last year. I'm serious. That was not a Joe Burrow moment of greatness. That was a fucking whatever that Sam Hubbard moment of greatness. Pick that ball up and run it back at 98 yards. That's what that was.
Yeah.
That was no fucking Zach Taylor. Look at this motherfucker calling them offensive plays. We're 2 minutes away from losing this football game. We forget little moments, bro.
Tyler Huntley's at the goal line. He almost won. He almost
That's
beat
a mistake.
The Bengals. So the Seahawks Rams game, there's going to be a lot. I'm assuming there will be some. This playoffs is going to play into this in the future.
This is the big divisional game.
Can you find out if Matt Stafford is playing on Sunday?
Yes.
Because that is going to be one factor. As of right now, the Seahawks are a 1 point
NFL.com says 9 hours ago that Matt Stafford with a thumb injury is set to start against the Seahawks. McVay says the team is healthy and Stafford is back. Tyler Lockett and Jamal Adams are questionable. This is tough. You got the 3-6 Rams versus the 6-3 Seahawks. Seahawks do not have a good defense. Neither do the Rams. But
I'm going Rams.
Would argue it's better. You going Rams?
Going Rams.
I got Seattle. I think they're taking a stronghold over the West.
I think when I look at the Seahawks, they barely beat y'all, got blown out by us, barely beat the Browns, got a dub versus the Cardinals, lost to Cincinnati, beat the Giants, beat the Panthers, beat the Lions, and then lost to the Rams. Seahawks.
Now, what have the Rams done this year?
The 6-3. That 6-3 record's a little fluky to me.
Now, how good is this 3-6?
Well,
big loss to the Packers. No Matt Stafford.
Lost to the Packers.
Big loss to the Cowboys. Lost to the Steelers. Beat the Cardinals. Lost to the Eagles. Beat the Colts. Lost to the Bengals.
I'm not saying they're
lost
amazing.
to the Niners.
I'm not saying they're amazing, but you know.
I'm saying we can compare and say that both of these teams
are not that good.
No,
they're not. I mean, they're not super good. I mean, the Seahawks got a pretty good record as of right now, but
I think the Seahawks are better.
Who knows? And then Sunday Night Football, Vikings Broncos.
Ay. Dude, Juice Dobbs. No, Juice. The juice is fucking loose. Josh Dobbs is the guy. Yeah. Josh Dobbs is fucking pulling for him. I know the Broncos have taken 2 dubs recently.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a Josh Dobbs jersey in there?
No.
That would be sick, dude.
Dude, I bust out a Minnesota Vikings Josh Dobbs jersey. Bro, I'm sorry.
It's not even on the website.
I'm about to say, if Arizona didn't have his jersey, I know Minnesota don't have his jersey yet.
I thought you were finna bust out the fucking Dobbsy on you, dude. You started pulling for your jersey.
Hot.
But no, the Broncos they beat the Chiefs and they beat someone else last week.
I'm going Vikings.
They beat the Bills last week.
I'm going Dobbs. That rocket scientist is getting a dub versus Russ. I like it. I see it. It's happening.
Who the hell's a rocket scientist?
Josh Dobbs.
Because he's aerodynamic?
No, he has like a rocket science degree.
Oh shit. Well, I'm not gonna make any more alopecia jokes. I'm sorry.
You said you're not going to make any more what jokes?
Alopecia jokes?
Um, I don't know if those are allowed. I don't know. I don't know what's
No,
allowed
I made
anymore.
one.
Well, yeah, you did. But, hey, I'm going Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean the Broncos are hot, but I don't know. Maybe. And let me see if Jettis is back. Jettis might be back. Imagine typing in imagine like you typing in your first name and being the first thing that comes up on Google.
Yeah.
How sick that
Just
would be.
typing it. Well, yeah, it would take a lot for me to type in like Mike.
Michael.
Yeah, or Michael, and then for
Yeah.
I think I got a lot of competition.
Yeah.
Like probably some of the biggest competition.
Mike Jackson.
Yeah, well, Jackson, Jordan, Tyson, Phelps, um, all the other fucking ones I'm not thinking
Is that
of.
it? Was that a Jay-Z bar right there?
No. Maybe I don't know. He might have said that
Jackson, Tyson, Jordan,
shit.
Game
Phelps.
6. Game 6. I think that's from Magna Carta
Is
or
Minnesota?
Holy
You got
Grail.
Minnesota? Oh God, yeah, I know. Minnesota or Denver?
I got Minnesota. Jettis is questionable. I still got Minnesota.
Finally, a good primetime game. Monday Night Football.
And the rematch of the Kelsey Bowl.
Super Bowl rematch. Chiefs versus Philly. Who do you got?
I quite honestly not sure.
So I saw a good Ryan Fitzpatrick take last night.
You know he sounds a lot like. You ever heard him speak?
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is he? What do you?
It's like different than you would expect. No.
Uh, no. He looks like how.
Don't fucking put me in this
No,
hole.
but no. I'm actually curious on what you like. What do you like? What do
It's
you
a
mean?
little bit different than you would expect. No.
I would maybe I have to go back and like hear how he sounds because now I can't think of anything in particular.
It's a little higher pitched. It's a little like laid back and chill. I was expecting him to have like a.
Did you like just hear Ryan Fitzpatrick talk for the first time or something or
Usually I don't listen to him,
what? But
but
okay,
hearing him on like all these broadcasts and stuff,
he
he
said
sounds soft like a baby,
I don't know. I nah. I
which
don't.
is cool. I like
I
him.
guess I have to go back and listen to him. He said that he believes that the Chiefs need a wake up call. He thinks that the Chiefs have
Big
been
time.
struggling and that they need a big ass wake up call and that Philly might just be the team to do it.
Now, what does a wake up call consist of? Is it
Big win from Philly.
a wake up in the first half?
No. Like Philly beats the shit out of Kansas City and then Kansas City doesn't lose another regular season game. Now sure, that could happen. At the same time, Philly might come down.
Need a wake up call.
They might be they might.
Philly hasn't been what we expected them to be offensively or defensively. They've let up a lot of points.
But
They haven't blown teams out. They lost to the Jets.
But they're still somehow 8-1.
I know, but they've let up a lot of points. Their defense isn't great. They let up 31 to us twice. 23 to the Eagles, 17 to the Dolphins. Should have been more. I don't think Philly's who they think they are.
No. And I think I'm going to go Kansas City.
As am I.
I think I'm going to go Kansas City because
As much as I think that the Eagles are still good, I think that this is Kansas City's league currently.
Sure.
I don't think they'll blow, like, when it comes to Philly. Like, in this, Philly thinks it's their league. I think Kansas City's going to roll through at home in Arrowhead, get fucking loud, and blow the brakes off of Philly.
I think
Because their defense is dookie sharp.
I think Philly could win.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
Like that whole they could Kansas City could use a wake up call. It's like, yeah, if Kansas City loses this game, they probably go on a tear. But at the same time, I don't think that 8-1 record is legit, and
No, and it wasn't legit the fucking year before.
I think Kansas City closes the book on this whole.
I think they're in an easy ass division.
Uh-huh.
I think the Cowboys are frauds. I think Washington is not that good, and the Giants are probably one of the worst teams in the league.
All right, Kansas City locked
So
in.
8-1 means my ball sack.
Let's look at fantasy. Let's take a look at fantasy.
Well, I should have traded Burrow. I need to find a way to get rid of that fucking guy.
So in one league, I have Jamar play last night, 8 points. Mark Andrews play last night, 3 points. Gus Edwards with 20. Logan Wilson with 15 points, and Kyle Hamilton with 6.
You had the killer on your team, dude?
Mm-hmm.
You had the season ender on your team?
I did. Now I got
That
Josh.
sucks.
I got Josh playing at QB. I got Tony Pollard, Kenneth Walker, Brandon Cooks at wide receiver, and Philly's defense and Philly's kicker. And then hopping over on the other league, I had Lamar. Oh, not Lamar. I had nobody play on my side. So I have Josh, Kenneth, Najee, Devontae, Christian Kirk, Kittle, DeAndre Swift. I'm going to keep in your guys' defense over Philly's defense.
Well, over Philly, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like y'all are going to have a better day versus the Giants than Philly is going to versus Kansas City. And I'm going to keep Philly's kicker in. How are you looking?
I don't know what to do for my defense. We'll get to that. Obviously, Burrow is out for the season. Didn't play him, thank God, this week. Because I got Prescott against Carolina. Big money moves.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Dalton Schultz, Nico Collins. I don't know who to put in my flex. Bobby Okereke, Daniil Hunter. Jags defense right now might need to change it. And Cameron Dicker. I don't know if I should keep him in or put Butker in against Philly. I'm definitely putting Mostert back in over Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Achane is back, I think, this week, but he'll be on limited touches. He's a little hurt still.
Are you not looking Kareem's way?
Not really. Deonta's questionable. I'm
Or
not looking
Pickens?
Kareem. Really not looking Pickens' way at all. They haven't been getting him the ball at all. I don't know. For right now, I'm going to keep Mostert in. I like my running back at the flex. I feel like that usually gets me more points.
And you're definitely winning this week.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that Shane hasn't set his lineup in about 6 weeks.
I mean, shout out to Shane, but his quarterback is empty. He's got a running back out. He's got a Chris Olave on a bye. Atlanta's defense on a bye. He's got a defensive player on a bye.
Yeah, please don't text him.
No, I won't text him, and we'll just see what happens. We'll see if he figures out that his entire fantasy team is pretty much screwed. But Devin, before we get into this bracket, because I'm not gonna lie, we do have a big one today. Just a little bit of NBA. A little bit of NBA. So the first thing, we gonna keep pretending like Draymond isn't a problem, or are we gonna?
Mike, no. Hold on. Dude, I was gonna text you about this, but I was like, we'll fucking leave it because I know you want to talk about this so fucking bad. It's not even funny.
We're gonna keep pretending like he's not a problem. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Y'all were trying to make me look real stupid over here, and I get it, Chris Paul. Oh yeah, but I'm standing on the Draymond thing. He already made y'all lose out on a future guy like Jordan Poole. Now he's over here putting motherfuckers in headlocks for absolutely no reason. Draymond
and by the way, a terrible chokehold. He was holding it like this.
Bro, Draymond Green is just a big fucking idiot. Like, he is just, I mean, he is nothing but a problem. I don't understand. Like, at this point, you're going, like, bro, I don't care. I don't care how much you think I put Poole over this or what. I guarantee you, the Warriors would rather be dealing with having somebody like Jordan Poole on their roster than this motherfucker. And there's 29 other teams in the NBA that I guarantee you are picking Jordan Poole over Draymond Green because there's no fucking question any other organization would deal with this bullshit.
Yes, but
don't butt me.
No other team is like the Warriors. No other team has been like the Warriors. But I agree. I think Draymond was stupid for this.
And he's nothing.
I think we can talk about this incident. I don't think we have to bring Jordan Poole into this because he just dropped a fucking egg with two for
I'm
11
telling you,
tonight.
Devan, that before this season even started, I was telling you that this is the type of shit. This is the only type of shit you're gonna get from Draymond. This is the only type of shit. Bullshit. You're gonna get bullshit from Draymond. That's it. Okay, fair. You can have Jordan Poole come out and drop an egg, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have somebody that can just come out and average 17 than some guy that can come out and average 17 techs. I don't care about Draymond, bro. He's nothing but a toxic cancer to the team, and they will not win another championship as long as he's on that roster.
I'm not sure if I agree with it.
Okay, but that's fine. You also can't think of 5 other contenders in the league right now, so.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, do it.
Wizards?
Nope.
Pelicans?
I mean, there's fucking 5 teams in the West that I got over Golden State right now. But either way.
5 in the West? Who?
Either way.
Who?
The Lakers.
Nuggies?
The
Lakers? Nope.
You asked me, so I'm telling you who I have over them. The Lakers, 100%. The Nuggets, 100%. Russell Westbrook just requested to play off the bench, which I think is a great move.
I did hear that.
Beautiful move. And you know what?
Clippers.
Fuck everything. Can we talk about
Kings?
this for a second? Kings? Yes.
You're putting them over? Thunder?
The way the fucking Kings are playing right now? Yes.
It's the second week of the season.
It doesn't matter. We've been sitting here waiting for the Kings to be this team, and we know how good they can be.
The Kings were the team last year, and they got beaten in Game 7.
They got beat in a game. Yeah, you're right. The Sacramento Kings took Golden State to a Game 7. That's awesome.
I just want to see Steph win another.
That's cool, bro. I don't think Steph is the problem. I think if Draymond is replaced by most players in the league, Steph has a way better chance of getting another ring. But Draymond is a cancer. Draymond is a cancer.
Now, Shaq did say that Draymond Green would have done the same. I mean, Shaq said that he would have done the same thing, which I think is bullshit because we've never seen this dude choke anybody out like that. And he's been in situations like that. I think Shaq's just talking shit.
What Shaq do? Beat up Chuck when he was already like on his back?
Yeah. And Shaq put his balls in that white dude's mouth.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Shaq.
Bro, but okay.
But you're not putting a dude in a bitch-ass chokehold for no reason.
No. Shaq is just trying to defend Draymond.
I know.
That's all that is. And it's bullshit.
But that was for what that chokehold was, that was a bitch-ass chokehold. That wasn't like a good chokehold.
And let's be real. If it was any other player but Rudy Gobert, a lot more players would be criticizing Draymond.
Big time. I think it's because it was Rudy and no one likes Rudy.
Gobert's a joke. Oh, whatever. It's like, haha. But if
all right, Gobert is a bitch.
But Gobert didn't do anything. He had no reason.
A little bit.
Okay, what he didn't do anything
didn't deserve
to be put
that.
in a headlock. But
it was also not like a dangerous headlock.
But it's just stupid. It's just
I know,
dumb.
it's dumb.
It's just dumb, bro. Like that is.
And the fact that there's 10 minutes of Draymond dirty plays and moments compilation from 5 years ago, and it's still adding, like we're still adding on to that. Yeah.
There's a 45-minute video you could probably make of that shit. But can we talk about how I never want to hear ever again that Russell Westbrook is some selfish player, that Russell Westbrook cares about that, Russell Westbrook does that. Because in the midst of this issue the Clippers have, a report came out that Russell Westbrook...
where they've lost 5 straight.
Mm-hmm, haven't won a game in November.
They haven't won a game since they traded for Harden.
Yeah. Russell wants to come off the bench. That offense is not going to work with Russ, PG, Kawhi, and James Harden all on the court at the same time. The ball is not... I mean, there's too many players that need the ball in their hands on the court at once.
Can I propose a solution?
What is that?
Houston did well with Russ and Harden.
Okay.
The Clippers have done decent with George and Leonard. I think you play Harden and Westbrook off the bench, and you now have the scariest bench in the league. You run 2 different teams rather than running all these 3 dudes at the same time fighting for possessions.
I think the best way to optimize the Clippers is Russ coming off the bench and the ball being in James Harden's hands. At the end of the day, James Harden
But
can go out
Kawhi's
there.
still that dude.
I know that, but I think I think Kawhi and Paul George we know can be okay with not having the ball in his hands. Kawhi, I think. I mean, if he wants to win games, at the end of the day, James Harden can be number 1 in assists, and James Harden needs the ball in his hands, scoring or passing. And Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, if he can come off the bench and go crazy with the bench, Clippers can figure it out. You got to also remember, bro, James Harden he skipped training camp. He is not.
No.
He's still getting
he's getting reps.
He's still warming up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, it's the second month. It's the second week.
Yeah.
It's the second whatever. Like, same way with the Kings. It's like
I'm not sure what week it is in the NBA. I haven't paid attention since week 2.
We cannot sit here.
So.
It's like week 4 or 5, whatever it is. We cannot sit here and go, oh, the season's over for the Clippers. They could figure it out.
No.
They might not, but
they're beating the Rockets right now.
People need to take back everything they said about Russ being some selfish ass player and this and that. When at the end of the day, he is. You don't see any other player going out requesting to sit on the bench to help the team.
No, and I mean, will Russ still get 20, 25 minutes off the bench? Yeah. But I think it's a better move for him to be on the second squad and make that second squad better because that first squad's already perfect.
I mean, bro,
not perfect, but it's good.
Yeah. No, I think they can figure it out.
But I just rewatched the Draymond situation. Not as egregious as people think.
What?
Draymond putting him in a chokehold.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that Jaden McDaniels, whatever that guy's name is, Jaden Daniels, whatever his name is, tore Clay's jersey wide open.
Well, Clay wouldn't let go of McDaniels.
It was a both.
But I'm saying don't just put it on McDaniels.
No, it was both, but one guy came out.
But Clay would not let go though. I don't care
what.
Yeah,
it was a bunch of bullshit happening there.
Clay grabbed him. He went to push him off, and Clay kept grabbing him. He wouldn't let go. So it's both of it. That
was a both. But say you're on the court and you see that, how else do you take down a dude who's 6'11", 7 foot, 7'1"? And it wasn't like a deep chokehold. He was just. I thought he was being a bitch, and
no, I think Gobert was going. Is anybody like seeing this? Because like, what the fuck? What is this?
They saw it.
I know. I think you're sitting here trying to come up with some way to defend Draymond. I'm not
defending Draymond, but it's not as egregious as you would think. It's not that crazy.
I didn't really say it was egregious. I just said it was fucking retarded. Like, Draymond is an idiot. Draymond does nothing but
stupid,
cause harm
but it's
to
not
a
that
team.
crazy.
He got fined and suspended 5 games.
Yes.
He got he got what he deserved. He acted like an ass. And you say, what does he need to do to stop someone? What the fuck is Rudy Gobert gonna do? Oh, stop!
Suck a dick.
Stop, guys! Like, you act like Rudy Gobert was in there, home, and Draymond had to come save the day. No, Draymond just wanted a fucking cool picture to post on his Instagram story. Like,
it is tough.
I don't care. It's not tough. Picture. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb.
But can we talk about how bad Jordan Poole is? 8 points.
No. Can we talk about how that's the fucking?
Can we talk about that the Wizards are 2-10?
Can we talk about how that's literally what fucking Chris Paul is averaging? So get off of Jordan Poole's dick, because I'm so tired.
Every team that Chris Paul has been on for the past 10 years has made the playoffs,
and every single one of them have choked in the playoffs.
Every team has made the playoffs.
And every single one of them
will not make the playoffs. Every team has been
bro, you use your NBA arguments like they're like one,
like it's chicken nuggets.
No, like it's one free pass, because in 2 episodes, I'm going to use that same argument. You're going to be like, who the fuck cares? 16 teams make the playoffs. Like, yeah, okay, Chris Paul makes the playoffs. A lot of people make the playoffs, Devin. A lot of people make it to Super Bowls. It doesn't matter. Chris Paul's made it.
But you can't.
Chris Paul has made it to he's made it to the playoffs a lot. Yes, he has. You know who made it to?
You can't talk about Burrow and his Super Bowl and then talk good about other people because it's bullshit. Burrow's not that good.
Bro, and see, you're doing that. Like what are you talking about? I give Joe Burrow's credit for his playoff success, and then you take it away. And then you want to give Chris Paul playoff success, and I'm trying to take it away. And now you're trying, like, no, we can't keep doing this. No, you could. Chris Paul, sure, has taken every team to the playoffs. Has he not played with at least one All-Star on every team?
He has.
Okay, like you're acting like
is Kuzma not an All-Star?
You're acting like he fucking sat there. You act like he sat there and carried a team like Russ and averaged a triple-double or something. Like, no, bro, stop.
Has Chris Paul been an All-Star? Wait, no. Chris Paul was carrying the fucking Suns to the playoffs with just Book.
With just Book?
Just Book.
Devin, stop. I'm going to take away the complete NBA segment from the podcast if you ever say that again. Just Book. Shut the fuck
ain't that
up.
good.
Shut
Book
the fuck up. Bro, stop. Like, stop right now. Stop. Like, I need you to stop gaslighting me right now. Like, no, I will cut this whole fucking shit off. Stop gaslighting me. Devin Booker is a great scorer. Devin Booker is great, and Devin Booker is definitely the main reason why they did what they did. Ever since he
Who's better, Devin Booker or Jason Tatum?
Right now?
Ever.
Oh, all time?
Currently or ever, or who cares?
I mean, Tatum.
I think Tatum's better than Devin Booker.
I mean, ever since coming into the league, Tatum's been Tatum. But I mean, Booker definitely spent his first couple years on a terrible Phoenix organization. But no,
they were making the playoffs though.
The collab with Chris Paul, the Book was great. The same way the collab with James Harden and Chris Paul was great. And the same, like, it's like, yeah, Chris Paul's gotten an opportunity to play with a lot of good players. And you know what's funny? You didn't bring up the one good argument, which was his OKC year. But I took that away from you. I just took that completely away from you. So
did they make the playoffs?
But guess what? I took that away from you.
No, you're helping.
You can't use it. But either way, all that to say, Chris Paul is not going to be the reason Golden State makes the playoffs this year if they do.
No, it'll be Steph.
Yeah, I know. It'll be Steph Curry averaging 30 fucking plus points a game, and everybody else.
And Jordan Clarkson is better than Jordan Poole.
Okay. I'm not going to keep sitting here comparing B-tier players, bro.
Kuzma is better than Jordan Poole.
Okay.
Poole is C-tier.
You know what Jordan Poole and Chris Paul, neither of them have ever done? What fucking Draymond Green does on a daily basis, and that's act like an asshole on the court. So, with all that being said,
kick people in the penis.
I don't care about Jordan Poole. I really don't. If Jordan Poole goes on to average 15 points for the rest of his career, that's cool. At the end of the day, I think in 2023, if you're gonna roll with one player or one or the other, I think you pick Jordan Poole over Draymond. And I think, bro, and that's why, bro, like Golden State paid him. Golden State paid Jordan Poole. There's a reason why they paid Jordan Poole because they saw it. They saw something. They saw something.
And then they said,
sayonara. They said, you made Draymond upset.
You made my boy upset. He's spaghetti.
Because I'm telling you, in any other franchise, Draymond's the one sent home. So I don't know, but either way,
and can we?
You gotta
like I. This is off topic, but kind of on the topic. Can we stop? Can Patrick Beverley stop talking? I know he has his own podcast.
You know, I've actually enjoyed his podcast.
No, I like his podcast, but he thinks of himself as way better than he really is. When all he is a glorified Draymond. He's a Draymond with some defensive skills.
He's a point guard. He's a Draymond point guard.
That's all he is. I like him. I like P-Bev. I think he's funny. I think
Beverly. Go ahead.
A good player.
Sorry, go ahead.
But it's a little annoying to hear him talk all the time about the impact he makes and how Sixers don't need Harden, and it's like the Sixers sucked with Harden. The Sixers will suck without Harden. They're not coming out of the East. Who cares? P-Bev ain't making a difference on nobody's team.
No, but I will say
Not to a championship level.
no. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. Like I don't
As
know.
a fellow podcaster, I'm sorry. I think you're funny. I think I like Rome.
I enjoy the podcast for sure, and I
Barstool,
enjoy his podcast
cool.
more than Draymond's podcast.
I forgot Draymond had a podcast,
This
but
is
yes,
Draymond.
I agree.
This is Draymond's podcast.
I'm the best player in the league.
So he said some shit, and then there's just some things you don't, one man just doesn't say to another man. So I had to just you just had to handle your business. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go. I gotta go now, guys. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, and LeBron James, please send me a dick pic, please. I just want to see your cock and balls. That's a Draymond Green podcast.
Mike, that's a spot on impression. I don't know if that's legal. Is that legal?
Is what legal?
To impersonate Draymond Green. I mean, it's a perfect impression. It's
just bro, Draymond is a fucking idiot. I don't.
No, it's good. I don't know if that's legal. It can be.
Who said
That's
that?
your decision.
What are you talking? What are you? Are you saying I'm not allowed to impersonate Draymond Green? I think me personally, I think if it look, here's the thing.
Immaculate.
Here's the thing.
I thought it was perfect.
Here's the thing. If you took that video out of context and you said who is he impersonating, and you said Draymond Green, then I did what I was supposed to do. Damn it, and that was impersonating that man. But at the end of the day,
very good. I don't think I could do a Draymond.
At the end of the day, I don't care, bro. Draymond,
because I love him too much.
Draymond can go win 3 more championships with the Warriors, and it's fine. I don't care.
The Warriors. But here's the thing: the Warriors brought us the best 2 championship series we've seen in a long time.
Yes.
15 and 16.
Yeah, for sure. Draymond is a part of a lot of history.
Since then, it has been garbage. So I appreciate what the Warriors have done for the NBA. Had that not happened, I think the NBA would be in a much worse spot than they are now, and I think they're still in not a great spot.
No.
With this whole in-league tournament
bullshit. Can we talk about that tournament for a minute?
I think it's fucking super stupid.
So I was talking to Brandon about it, and I think he fixed it.
What'd he say?
He basically said, and before I say what he said that you need to give an incentive worth playing for.
They have an incentive. It's $500K for each player.
Yeah, that's cool. How about we move this later down the year, and winner gets a guaranteed playoff spot?
I think that'd be tough. It'd be sick.
That's exactly what Brandon said.
That's
the pod.
beautiful.
I wish Brandon was on tonight for himself to say that, but I want to come on and give him the credit because he was like, "Yo, they need to do something like that. Give them a guaranteed.
It has to mean
playoff
something.
Spot because, bro, nobody.
Because there's a lot of fringe teams out there, man.
Nobody, unless you're a bench player, is caring about that $500K.
Unless you're a deep bench player.
You don't care about that shit. You think Russell Westbrook's out there sweating over his $500K? Bro just has to be on the bench. He don't care.
Maybe. Bro's on a $3 million contract right now, bro. Ain't on that max.
Do you know how much outside revenue Russ has besides?
I always forget about the outside revenue of NBA
Bro's
players.
like a fashion icon. Bro's like the Kanye of the NBA.
There's a reason he took a pay cut.
There's a reason he could, Let's be real. I think
now every NBA player could take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah, they could.
But
I think that was more Russ helping out the Clippers than the Clippers.
And I think Russ is a man for the team, and I think Russ wants to win a championship, and I think Harden needs to strap the fuck in, and they need to not lose to the Rockets tonight. Because that would suck.
So the last NBA thing I want to bring up before we
the Clippers are 3-7.
Yes, they are. But hey, it's who cares? It's the first.
It's the NBA.
It's the NBA. That can change very quick. The last thing
That in the NFL is not great.
the last thing I want to talk about. We didn't talk about it last episode because it seemed pretty serious, and I didn't want us to make any jokes about it. But now there's some news breaking about it that's making people start to question it. And I know I really
Kelly.
want you to pull up what you think I'm talking about.
So Kelly walking into his apartment.
No. What are you?
You haven't seen the video?
Okay, can we? So I'm talking about the cops not being able to find any accident.
Really?
So they checked the cameras at the intersection of when they said and they didn't see any crash. What were you gonna say?
You haven't seen the video of Kelly Oubre walking into his apartment?
I mean, can I have a little more context than that? Like, what do you mean?
So Kelly Oubre.
Go ahead. The answer is no, though. But what did he? This is
So there's a ring camera footage of Kelly Oubre walking back into his apartment. I haven't watched it extensively, so I'm not sure if his bike is fucked up. It looks like he may have been jumped.
okay. So I was gonna say all this to say, Kelly Oubre didn't get in a car accident, right?
I don't know.
So first things first, I'm watching the video now. This is after.
This is right after. Yes, this is that night.
He has a bike.
He has a bike in his hand, and he's holding his face. No, he's not holding his face, but his face is winced.
Okay, so Kelly Oubre has a bike.
What is happening?
And his face is a little scuffed up. Something definitely happened with Kelly Oubre, and it wasn't a car accident.
I don't know if it was a car accident. I can't say that yet. I don't know.
So could you say that if you knew the cops couldn't find any footage of a car accident?
That's a crazy thing.
Because that's what I saw. I saw a report that they could not find a single no accident at the intersection that it was reported at.
That's wild.
But this video of him walking into his apartment,
his bike doesn't look fucked up,
bro. But with a bike,
correct?
How? Okay, I mean, just help me out here. I'm sure some internet detectives could be like, but this, how many times? So you got in a car accident, and now you just have a bike? What?
But where I'm concerned, where I'm kind of lost, is the fact that typically they call this a hit and run situation. Generally, you call the cops, you stay at the scene. They figure it out at the scene. This looks like he got punched in the face.
Now, what? And was it? See, and that's the thing. Because were the reports initially Kelly Oubre car accident or struck by car?
TMZ has obtained footage of Kelly Oubre just minutes after he was struck by a vehicle over the weekend.
So that's okay. So that's the thing.
Sixers forward struggling to walk into his apartment.
Okay, so did he get hit on the bike? That's what I'm starting to think now too. Was he even in a car? Was he on that bike? Why is Kelly Oubre riding a bike? What is going on? What is happening?
Well, he obviously wasn't in a car. He had a bike with him when he walked into the apartment.
The bike's fine. I mean, looks fine. I mean, it's fine enough. Fine enough to bring back into your apartment.
Good enough to roll into your apartment.
Bro, this makes 0 sense.
I knew it was weird when you texted me about it.
Well, I mean, I didn't really.
The bike looks okay.
I didn't think it was that weird because it was just Kelly Oubre struck by car, you know.
Also, why is he riding a BMX bike?
Bro, what is going on? I have no clue what is happening.
Does he have gloves on?
Yeah, he does.
It is Philly.
It's Philly, but is it that cold already?
What type of gloves are those?
I don't know.
They looked. No, they're winter gloves. I thought they were latex.
Oh, and the next thing is I'm throwing out any Ring doorbell I have.
How did they obtain? Did Kelly Oubre give it up?
No, the government has access to everything, Devin.
I don't have any Ring devices or Google Nest or anything like that. I'm afraid of
That's
everything.
good. That's smart. But no, I would suggest everybody
No Alexas, none of that shit.
get
I
rid
do
of
have a phone and a computer.
get rid of it all. Get rid of it
Call
all.
Science and Kirk's
Get rid of it all.
if you have a phone or a computer.
If you, I don't. Yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry, I missed your.
That's a law
I
thing.
missed your joke.
They go call Science and Kirk's through email if you
But
have a phone or computer.
that Kelly Oubre shit is weird, bro. I don't know what's going on in there.
It's odd, and it's like if you watch it, he's turning his face away. He looks in pain.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's holding his mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's holding his mouth in a weird way.
It's definitely
looks
odd.
fine.
It's definitely odd. Do you want to get into
he had like the stand up bars on a BMX bike? If he had been hit, those things probably would have been off. Those things are still standing there.
But didn't he go to the hospital and everything? And
I don't know.
No, I thought he did.
All right, sources tell us Oubre returned home shortly after being hit. When his wife saw him in serious pain, she called 911. Oubre had been hurt and he was hit by a car. So he told his wife he was hit by a car. So she called 911, and he told her he was hit by a car. Mm-hmm. So this is a lot of hearsay from Oubre. Now it is Philly. Claimed the accident happened near 15th and Spruce Street, but on Wednesday, police said there was no surveillance footage to support his claim.
But I also don't want to sit here and be like, "Oh, it's Philly, so he probably got jumped." Like, I mean,
no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I'm not saying because it's Philly. I'm saying that all the other evidence is odd.
Or lack of.
Yes, the lack of, yes.
It's like, why?
But also the evidence that he didn't call the cops. No bystanders called the cops. His wife called the cops after seeing him hurt, and he said he was hit by a car.
Yeah, see, that sounds like a really good lie.
It's a great lie.
It's a great lie.
Unless you're an NBA player.
Yeah, because it's going to matter.
When they have everything you've ever done ever.
It's like, no. If LeBron James was like, I got hit by a car, they're going to make sure LeBron James got hit by a fucking car.
You're easy to spot, motherfucker.
And you're Kelly Oubre.
You're 6'7", you're 6'8".
You're Kelly
We know
Oubre.
where you are.
You are in the NBA. You said you got hit by a car? They're going to go make sure you got hit by that car.
Philly.
The
Sixers are going to go make sure he got hit by a car.
Some guy named Greg in Philadelphia might have just got hit by a car, and we would never know because he's not in the NBA. And the cops might not try that hard to figure out who did it. I don't know.
No, but he's also injured and out for likely the next month.
Which is wild. Devin,
But it is weird that his wife called the cops.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Generally, if you're involved in a hit and run, which is what they called this, you find the license plate, or you try to, and you report the car that hit you.
Yeah, unless you just got hit by a fucking car. And you're like, holy shit.
Unless you know the car that hit you.
That too, but I'm saying, like, there's also a scenario where you're laying on the ground going, bro, did I just get hit by a fucking car? Holy shit.
That is fair.
Like, okay, I'll give you a story that I've told you, but not the people at home. Ace, my dog, he got hit by a fucking car. Did you not know that?
You've never told me this.
I didn't tell you my dog got hit
I
by
know
a car.
when he was a little baby, I stepped on his leg and he limped
he
for
cried.
he limped for like 10 minutes and then was cool about it. He played it off.
Yeah, you fucked
I
him
stepped
up
on him by accident.
So, I really never told you a story.
No.
Okay, so my dog, he came out, he like ran out of the front door, and he's just moseying along down the road. And we're like, yo, like, come on. He's not listening. And the thing is, he likes to be chased.
Is this in Florida?
Yeah, he likes to be chased. So
Yes.
don't chase him if you want him to come to you.
No, you have to be serious and stern to
So
say,
he
come back.
started getting around, and I had somebody else with me who started running at him. I'm like, yo, like don't run at him. And it's a road like this, and Ace is coming down, and there's a Mustang coming, and Ace just boom Ace runs into the Mustang. I
So
mean,
Ace hit the car.
so he goes like gets hit, cries like whines, like hits the little whine, and I mean resets, takes back off, like
Dog.
ate it.
All right, Ace is the dumbest dog I've ever met. You've never told me this?
No, and I mean he is a 90-pound beast.
It's a
Like
big boy.
he got hit by that car, did like a 180, and then just like, and then kept going. That car took
What?
the fuck off. There was no finding the plate or doing that, and that wasn't even me getting hit by the car. Fuck, that was
Fair.
just me watching it. And it's like
You're telling me Ace couldn't tell you what type of car
see,
and what
that's what I'm
license
saying.
plate that was?
I was like, hey, that's a red Mustang. That motherfucker is gone though. So shout out to the red Mustang that hit my lab because you're a fucking asshole for not stopping.
That's
a real thing though.
by the way, hilarious.
But there's a person out there somewhere.
Is he good?
Yeah, no, this was months ago.
So he's straight.
This was months ago.
Now Ace could get rolled over by a Mack truck and be like,
this was probably 3 or 4 months ago. This was
that's nuts.
Now
ago. I do have it is like, it's sadder to see dumb dogs die than it is smart ones.
Yeah.
Like if Ace had died, he would not know what to say. He'd be like,
yeah,
like
lost.
Are
you? Did you tell this story on the podcast?
What story am I telling?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Because you mocked the sound you made. Sound like another animal that could get hit by a car.
Oh yeah.
Did you tell that on the? I can't remember
I can say it.
Did you tell that on the pod or not? Though I don't think we were on the podcast.
I can't remember.
Devin's a fucking serial killer. Okay.
I've killed 3 deer in my life, and all of them were by accident. I've never hunted. I've never fished in my life. I've never sought to kill an animal. But I've killed many. And they've all been excruciating and brutal murders of animals. Now, Mikey, I don't know if you've heard of the first time I've killed an animal.
Oh my god.
Have you heard the story of the first time I killed an animal?
What happened?
The first time I killed an animal, I was probably in between the age of like 7 and 10. My family had gotten home late at night, and I'm in an area where there's a lot of deer. Now, there's probably like 4 or 5 deer in my yard or near my yard.
Uh-huh.
So when my family pulls in late at night, me being the dumb kid that I was, and still being a dumb kid, I decided to run. I charged at the deer, a group of 4 or 5, and I was screaming, screaming at deer. And there's like some big evergreens. There's probably like 10 evergreens lined up on the side of my road, and I'm screaming at them, and they all dart. They all fucking zigzag. They go every which way, and a couple of them try to run. They run under the evergreens. Mm-hmm. Now, evergreens are big-ass trees. One of them runs directly into the base of the evergreen, head first, breaks its neck. Can I speak? Breaks its neck and dies, rolls over like next to the side of the road. And then for years, I was known as the deer killer. I was like 7 or 8. And there's a dead deer that animal control had to come pick up. But the worst...
Holy shit.
The worst was the first time I killed one with my car. I was driving early in the morning to go take a test. It's dark out. I'm on back roads. near my house, and a fucking mother deer jumps out into the road. I hit my brakes. Then its baby follows. I'm still on my brakes. Then both of them pass my car. And then the baby. So right when they pass my car, I ease up off the brakes just a little bit so I don't fucking slide. Because it was like in the winter. And then the baby jumps back toward my car under my left tire. I'm going 5 to 10 miles an hour. No music, window down, and I just hear like the last breath of a baby deer. I hear every bone in its body crunch. It was the most horrifying sound I've ever heard. I still hear it when I sleep. It was terrifying. And then I go and I park my car. I check my car, make sure I haven't popped a tire because I'm an asshole. I turn back around. I come to like check on the deer just to see if I killed it or not. The mother that passed in the road is nudging it, trying to nudge it back to life with its nose.
Oh my
like
God.
on the side of the road, and I slow down. The mother deer looks me in the eyes and goes, cries in my face. And then 6 months later, I killed another baby deer. Probably 5 or 6 months later. It was the same exact spot that I killed the other one. I was driving down the same road, and I thought there was a big stick in the middle of the road. It was late at night, so I went to go center it up so I wouldn't hit it with either tire, because if I go left or right, I would still hit it. The road is pretty narrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go center it up, and then I'm probably going 30, 35, and then I get probably inside of 50 feet of the deer, and I see it wake up from its nap, try to stand on its little legs, and then all I hear is boom, and I just domed the deer. I put it to sleep. I killed it. I took its head off. I don't know what happened to
You
that
took
thing.
its head off?
It tried to stand up, and its head came up, and then I hit the front of my car, hit its head. I probably mushed its brains a little bit. But after the after the baby deer, the first one, I went to go pick up my sister from school, and she was telling me a story about how there was a baby deer dead on the side of the road, and she was almost in tears. The story she told me was that her bus driver had pulled over right at that where the baby deer was, told a child from the bus to get out and kick it into the woods. And then the bus driver came back later in the day, put it in its truck, and buried it in its backyard. And I'm hearing this story from my sister, and I'm like, that's fucking terrible. Who the fuck would kill a baby deer? I was
So
like, no.
the bus driver buried your dead body.
The bus driver buried the dead body that I killed
Wow.
in its backyard.
Shout out to PETA, I guess. I don't know.
I mushed its entire body. I heard its last breath and all of its bones break. And it was horrendous. It was bad. I'm cursed by deer now. I almost hit a deer on the highway the other day because it decided to run out in front of me.
I don't be seeing deer. Let's talk uniforms. Look, we're already.
You don't have deer where you live.
We're already. Oh no, we do. We got deer out here.
For real?
Yeah, there's deer out here. In Florida,
Y'all got like them alligator deer.
There's deer here.
Y'all got them crazy deer. Y'all got them deers with hooves.
So we are already 2 hours.
With claws.
We're already 2 hours in this bitch. But we do have a bracket. The question is, are you ready for the bracket?
Yeah, we're doing unis again. Let's fucking go, son.
We got.
These are, Mikey, gonna be honest,
What's up?
my favorite brackets.
We got, and I don't know if it's. Let me know when you see it.
I can't.
Um,
I see the bracket.
Oh, you I don't know why. There we go. I can see it on my screen. You can see
I
the
just can't
bracket.
see up close and personal.
Okay, so we have 64 uniforms. MLB, NBA, NFL, college football, college
No NHL?
baseball, no NHL. But
Good.
remember, there's always future brackets. We can do so many of these, especially uniforms.
Well, in the NHL, they wear sweaters, so because they get cold.
These are some historically great, historically bad. We got some uniforms, so let's just get right into it. We got 64, so we got a lot to go through, but let's try not to take too.
Was that a Heat uniform I just
Let's
saw?
try not to take too long. First uniform we got the Toronto Raptors purple uniforms. You know, these beautiful throwback unis at this point versus the home uniform for the Bills. Obviously a uniform that made the bracket because I had to consider teams who have just really good regular uniforms. But I mean, I think there's more to say about this Raptors uniform in the future.
You're not even gonna let me pick?
I mean, I feel like I can read your mind, but
No,
I was
it's
gonna say
every day of the week.
I read your mind as soon as you went. Oh, I was
The
like,
fact that they don't wear those is
yeah,
wild.
no, they should be wearing those every single game. Next matchup we got, I believe, two uniforms that made last uniforms bracket. We have obviously
Yes.
the Michael Vick era Atlanta Falcons uniforms, the red on black specifically, going up against the New York Giants throwback unis. So you kind of got a throwback versus like a 2000s throwback.
Yeah, it's in early 2000s.
I will say
4. When did he get caught?
yeah.
6?
I will say I've always liked the old school Giants helmet, but the dark blue on blue.
The color difference pisses me off.
The dark blue on blue. I mean, that red on black is so clean.
It is, but it's the darker blue helmets with the regular blue jerseys that piss me off. Make them the same color.
Yeah, I mean,
for that stipulation, it's the Falcons.
It's the Falcons. Yeah, it's
But
the Falcons.
The Falcons ones aren't immaculate.
They're better than what they have right now.
Every day, I think everyone's uniform on this list is better. I think everyone's uniform in general is better than what the Falcons have.
100%. We have an all-black uniform from the Miami Hurricanes, which I decided to throw in here.
Nope.
Going up, which I mean, I've always liked Miami's colors, not the black, orange and green.
You're not allowed to.
But they're orange and green. I've always been a fan of that. Going up against
Did Ray Lewis go to Miami? Or was that Ed Reed?
That was both of them.
Both of them went there.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Going up against
How does that feel?
What?
Hey, 2 of your favorite players went to your darkest, deepest rival.
They're not my darkest, deepest rival. They're not even top 5.
Is FSU?
Florida State's definitely number 1.
Georgia 2?
Yeah.
You guys have games against them every year. That makes sense.
I'd say Florida State number 1, Georgia number 2, LSU number 3, Tennessee number 4. Probably Bama. You got to throw Bama in there. Fuck
Auburn?
Alabama. Nah, fuck Alabama. I got to throw Bama in there too.
The Canes.
Well,
Miami, on that note,
you got white on purple Baltimore Ravens as well.
Is that JK?
It is JK Dobbins. You seem to not be a fan of these Miami uniforms.
Well, I wasn't, but I am a fan because they're actually pretty tough.
I know they look really good.
They're kind of hard.
I like them. I mean, the helmet
with
too.
the orange laces. It's like there's a lot of uniforms that people fuck up when they go alternative or alternate. I think they didn't really fuck this one up. They kept the same striping the whole way through.
And I love
the Ravens one is great.
I love the white on purple. It's newer and it's great and I really like it. But
if it was the old purple,
what you mean?
again, that shiny. that shiny like early 2000s purple.
Yeah, but I mean, this is that good new shiny purple. I wouldn't say our purple. I like our purple
Just
too.
like that matte
I
purple. I
like our
like the
purple now.
shiny,
I like our
like
purple
like
now.
the Niners. I like the shiny, the one with the sparkles in it.
Yeah, but that's like our color rush.
I
Those are
know, I
like our
know.
color rush pants, except without like a little less gold. So we go. I think we're going Miami.
Yeah, Miami's a tough.
I would
Those are
agree.
sick.
I would agree. I would say
Now
I
we
would say
got two
Miami.
NBAs
We
next.
got two NBAs going up. We got a classic up against a newer
A new
a
age.
newer.
The Vice.
Probably I don't know how it was perceived, but I'm assuming probably 50-50. A lot of people loved it. Probably a lot of people hated it. Um, Obviously classic Philly uniform. Um, Probably one of the best. Um, Look, the pink and
Their new shit sucks.
the pink and blue Miami shit is cool, but I personally don't think it touches Philly's black uniforms.
No.
I don't think it's close. All right, Devin, we got the black
Oh, Cedric. Give
the
me Cedric,
the
baby. Give me
black.
Cedric all day.
Now, please,
Don't be fucking with my boy Cedric.
please don't be biased. Please don't be
Yeah.
biased. We got
Mike, yeah, it's hard
we
not to be.
got
You
the
might have to pick this. This is
we
hard.
got the black unis.
Wait, could you not put our city connects?
I honestly kind
Look
of
up our city connects. Can you do that real quick? I'm sorry.
look. It's not gonna be added to this bracket, but I will. I can add it to the next one we do.
Look up Orioles City Connects.
City Connect Orioles. Let's take a look at them. They're cool.
They're tough.
They're cool. They're cool. They're cool. A little more color, maybe splashed in there. Maybe a little more color splashed in there. But I like these. I like these too.
Can't clip our wings, baby.
But look at them Utah Jazz uniforms.
I know that
Look at.
sucks.
I
Why
mean,
would you do
these.
that to me,
I
dude?
didn't. This was all random. I threw a lot just to. I threw all these pictures in here and
No,
put them in the bracket.
Our unis aren't the best. I mean, if I were to pick an O's uni, it would be orange jerseys with the old bird. The old bird is tough with like the logo bird.
I would say next time we do this bracket, I would like your help for some MLB.
Yeah.
More MLB uniforms because I found some, but I started struggling picking like.
Finding
more.
You gotta hit me next time because I'll fuck up some
more like simple uniforms.
Now
that are
there
hard.
will be a couple in here. If I don't see them, I'll be upset.
We'll see. Don't even say it yet. But we'll
but
see.
it is Stockton and the.
Yeah. Wow. You're okay.
That can be cut?
No, it's not cut. Want. But I'm definitely have to bleep out that word. You can't.
Well, can we say chomo?
I don't know what that word means.
That's the new word.
Oh, like a.
It's not new.
Is it?
But it's.
Is it acceptable?
I don't know. It's short for child mo.
All right. Okay. Okay. So we got the all gray Seattle Seahawks unis versus these beautiful throwback Denver Broncos uniforms.
You, my friend, have a lot of allegiance toward the Seahawks unis.
I think the Seahawks have top 5 uniforms in the NFL
currently.
Yeah. I mean,
but
just
when
in
the Broncos,
their entire history, if you looked at their entire history, I think they're top 5.
Yeah, from the 90s.
What are you talking about?
80s. When did they become a team? 80s?
Yeah, back then they had great uniforms then. Like the Steve Largent days, but now like this gray, they're blue, they're I mean, they have great uniforms. What can I say? I like talking about it.
But when the Broncos were losing Super Bowls, they were looking stylish as fuck.
They were doing it in style. Them boys were losing.
When they lost 42-10 or whatever it was to the Redskins, they were looking stylish.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay with going Broncos here.
I can't not.
I think Broncos. You know? I'm perfectly okay with the Broncos.
I do enjoy the Seahawks unis, but I can't not.
All right, we got Florida Gators baseball black uniforms going up against
the
Ravens color rush.
Ravens color rush all day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Are those pinstripe pants?
They are. Here, you want me to?
Ew.
You want me to zoom in? Give you a good
You
shot.
got you got a rate. No, if you're going pinstripe, you go pinstripe top to bottom. You don't
Yeah.
go black on
Yeah.
pinstripe. That's crazy.
Hey. Whatever.
That's wild.
Whatever. All right, Devin.
What 42-10 it was. Yeah, Dougie Williams, baby.
First Washington uniform of the day. We have the old school yellow with the R on there, going up against the Panthers.
R is for
random team name. Carolina Panthers home uniforms. As simple as that.
You can pick this one. I don't know.
I mean,
I fuck with the Jay Campbells, dude.
look, y'all look like they're cool, but I mean, do you think they're better than these Carolina Panthers uniforms?
Personally, yeah.
Because I don't. I think
Those them Sonny Jurgensen uniforms, son.
but these Carolina Panthers uniforms are like if you showed me a picture of Vinny Testaverde and the old old Ravens unis, I'd be like, yeah, no, give me the Panthers. Like I don't know.
But I thought Vinny was tough with the ones with the wings on it. Those were tough.
But compared to these, I think when it comes to regular home uniforms, Panthers are very hard to compete with. No matter how bad they are. Look, I'll say
no.
If me saying there are some more chances for some Washington uniforms to advance helps pick Carolina.
No. That doesn't matter. I'm saying that I agree, but the fact that the Panthers have sucked for the most of my life, like it's like an arch with one good year. Maybe it's like it's a bell curve, but then there's like a 05 season in there a little bit.
It's like
it's like this.
Yeah, it's like it has it's like there and like a little hump.
Yeah.
And like a big spike for a year.
The trace of the Panthers looks like this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
That's
it. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly.
But when I extract that and I look at the baby blue on black, it's tough.
We got
the Diamondbacks, son.
We got the blue and orange Cavs uniforms with Shaq and LeBron going up against the Diamondbacks.
Mike, that's the 01.
I mean, I told you I was gonna have some good MLB unis in here.
Those are the cutoffs.
I was gonna try.
That's Randy Johnson, World Series MVP. That's Gonzalez, walk-off to win one of those games, maybe the game 6 or 7. I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Those are tough.
Look. This is a tough one. You jumped out the gate going, but these Cavs uniforms I do like, and I want them. If these were a normal throwback rotation, I would be very happy about it.
I like the Cavs ones, but they've never when did they look like that? 67?
I don't fucking know. Does that matter? I mean, I don't really
know,
care.
But the Diamondbacks were a young team.
I'm okay. Because I really do like Arizona's. I do like their aesthetic. I think they are hard.
I like the D-backs. I think the cutoff sleeves, right now they're like red and black. Like their team logo is like red, black, and gray. But they've thrown in some purple recently. Like one of the players has purple hair.
And I like the pinstripes.
The pins with the cutoffs, with the purple, with that fucking neon blue, green, whatever that is. I love it.
All right. We got the baby blue Blue Jay uniforms.
Falcons.
Going up against these Falcons uniforms. Really?
I don't like the Blue Jays.
All right. It's no question the Blue Jays. So
It is?
yeah, just the simple fact that you just for some reason don't like the Blue Jays and just said Falcons, I can't let your bias.
They're in the same division as the Orioles, but
I can't let your bias
those
pass up these uniforms, bro. Look at
those
these
unis
uniforms are
to
beautiful.
me are
These
a pain in
uniforms,
my ass.
these uniforms
We
are
got
beautiful.
we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, and whoever the fuck that is on the left.
These uniforms are great. The baby blue. We're gonna be talking about some
Now,
baby blue for a minute.
Vladdy, I like. I'm a big fan of Vladdy.
Look, you don't have to like any of them, but you do gotta admit that uniform looks good.
They are tough. They're sick. They
All
are
right,
sick.
we
We can't let up the Falcons. The Falcons with the red helmets, the best Falcons there is.
They're cool. I
The
like
red helmet Falcons are tough.
I like Vic. I like Vic's red on black better than this.
I like the red helmets better than all of it, though.
We got the creamsicles versus these awful Denver Broncos uniforms.
Those are Broncos. Dude, you get that? I didn't even I couldn't register what that team was.
Yeah. Creamsicles are going to. Creamsicles are.
Who even is? Is that Grossman?
No, it's Orton.
That's Kyle Orton.
Mm-hmm. All right, next matchup. We have these are an all-white Gators uniform, but if
Are those USA?
if you look at the Gators right there, it's blue, blue with the with the stars and
Red, white, and blue.
It's the American flag on the Gators. Just a little splash. I think that looks cooler than Dallas's fucking red, white, and blue stripes, but that's just
big
me
time.
personally. Going up against a banger, I will say.
The true Miami Vice unis. Not the Miami Vice color randoms.
Dude, these Miami Heat uniforms are beautiful, and I am perfectly fine with letting them move.
Like, I like AR in those.
Yeah, no, they're great. I like all.
Are y'all's pants red too? And jerseys? Yeah.
No. The rest is orange and blue.
Then yeah, no.
The rest is orange. It's like Dallas. It's like everything.
I mean, it looks red though, kind of.
No, it's orange and blue.
That looks red.
It's orange and blue. It's orange and blue. Trust me, it's orange and blue.
Again, y'all are gonna be seeing a lot of close-ups on this big ass nose.
We got the baby blue.
You know, I used to have a unibrow. I shave it.
I was gonna say I didn't know you before.
Fuck the Braves, Denver Nuggies all day, baby. Nuggies all day. Those are tough.
Is a unibrow something you got to maintain?
Yeah, I'm of what they call brown.
But I mean, like, is that like that's a normal shave for you?
It's a weekly thing. Like, if I let it go, it would be brutal. I would look like AD.
Like, I'm not making fun of you. I'm actually curious.
No, I'm right there with you.
I'm genuinely curious
as well.
Like, is that just that's just like if you're shaving your face, is that just, or if you're like lining something up, is that just like, hey, gotta hit that too? Like
typically it's more often than I trim my face. So when I get a haircut, I shave my face to match the fade, like the one that I get on the sides. So like my beard and the side of my head look like the same length, and then I let them grow together, and then I shave them down at the same time. Because when I have too much hair and then a trimmed beard, it looks weird. But I get the brow a couple times, maybe twice a week.
Twice a week? Holy shit!
Once to twice a week. Yeah.
Damn. I didn't even.
But I don't do the razor because the razor's too wide. It'll cut my things wide open. I have a little scraper thingy that like scrapes off dead hair. My sister got me for my birthday. So I scrape it and I cut off all the I cut off all the hairs.
Oh man, that is beautiful.
A world into the grooming of your best friend.
Baby blue.
That's Matt Olson. I don't like him.
baby blue Denver and these gray Atlanta Brave uniforms.
Gray Braves are poopies.
So you
Fuck
don't
the
you
Braves.
I'm starting to think you have a lot of bias towards some baseball teams.
I have hatred toward baseball teams, but
But can you not take that bias away like you do with everything else? You know,
yes,
and just at
yes. The
least
the the Braves unis, like if this was a baseball podcast, I would probably have an aneurysm.
probably.
The fact that I don't care too much about the Redskins allows me to be somewhat normal
in the football world, because
in the football
you
world.
got, well, I don't know, because I mean, you know a lot about the MLB too, but it's like you are a lot interested in the NFL over Washington at times because it's there is
Here's
more
the thing.
there's more to talk about.
I'm more interested in the NFL at all times unless the Orioles are good. When the Orioles are bad, I can't watch baseball because I will cry myself to sleep every
Now,
night.
what if the Orioles are good but Washington's 10-0 and they're having like a Ravens year, like
Orioles.
then they're having like a
Orioles.
historical year.
Orioles. Every day of the week.
But what do you mean, or like you're not gonna care at all about Washington? Like you do realize, like
No,
you'd
I
still
will
be on the
enjoy to
podcast.
watch
You'd
Washington.
be talking way more about Washington than the Orioles.
I would spend more time watching Washington. But if the seasons overlap completely, like they ran the same season, and the Orioles are good and Washington's good, it's the Orioles 1,000 times out of 10.
That's weird. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know.
That's how I'm a baseball guy.
Well, I know, and nobody would believe you because you spend a lot of time talking about football on the internet.
I know.
But I would say,
And I do all right at it.
and this is talking from a complete outsider perspective. Let's say Washington did have some type of crazy year where they did that. And let's say for the next 10 years, the Orioles are at least as good as they were this past season. So basically saying the next 10 years that you know they have a chance to go to the World Series or make some type of run. But you know there's only like 1 year Washington makes that type of run. I feel like in that type of scenario, if you spent like the next 5 years with the Orioles being really good and you got somewhat used to it, let's say used to it, like it got a little more normalized to you, like you're like, yo, like we're just nice, like stop fucking playing with us. It's been years, and then finally, like Washington goes like 14-3. That might just hit a little. I'm not saying better. It just might hit a little different. It might just hit a little different. The same way, like the Ravens, they do all they do for this all shit. But then if the Gators have 1 year, it might hit just a little different. Just a little. Might not be better, but it's gonna hit a little bit different.
It'll hit different, but in all honesty, nothing will ever be the same as the Orioles winning a World Series. Like if Washington won an NFC championship, won a Super Bowl, I would be incredibly fired up.
You would be talking the most shit on this podcast.
But
Don't even
if
downplay it. You be talking
No,
so much shit.
I'm not downplaying
Sam
it.
fucking
But
Howell. That's what you would be
but
doing.
if the Orioles won the World Series,
Mm,
I would be in tears
that is hilarious.
for the rest of my life.
That's kind of hilarious.
It would mean more than anything has ever meant to me in this whole sports world ever.
Wow. It uses
By far to a million. Like I will not watch baseball again because I don't care if we lose again.
So-
all I want to see is us win. I want to see us on top of the world. That's it.
So all they got to do is win, and I don't have to hear about baseball ever again.
That's it.
Okay, go O's.
Dude, I will be in tears for every day for the rest of. I will cry about it every day. I don't care. There's one thing that will ever make me happy, and it's the Orioles winning a World Series.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So are we picking the Nuggets? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we're picking the Nuggets, even though I think
Now the Braves unis are dope. but they have better unis.
And that's the thing. I need your help with the MLB
You need my
uniforms.
help.
I need your help with
Hank
them.
Aaron, back in the day, they had fucking gorgeous unis. Oh,
We got these Detroit versus Detroit. I didn't mean to do this.
The Grant Hill Pistons.
Beautiful Pistons uniforms. The old school Pistons uniforms going up against these rare black Detroit Lions jerseys.
Do you know that the Pistons won the NBA Finals in like 03 or 04?
Yes.
You know Chauncey Billups was the MVP.
I couldn't tell you who the MVP of that finals was, but yeah.
You know how tough that is?
Yeah, no, I knew that. I knew Detroit won.
You know how dope that is?
I mean, it's Detroit. The Pistons. It's the Pistons.
It is Detroit, and it is the Pistons.
Yeah.
Those are fucking
They're
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I feel like there's a lot more you can do with NBA and MLB uniforms than you can NFL.
I know, and like I said, I know I sound repetitive. Just help me out, and we can make another one. And these next two, no brainers. Not really that hard to. I mean, these last two over here, you got the orange Dolphins uniforms going up against the worst Baltimore Ravens uniforms of all time.
Those are brutal.
And you also got
those are bad.
one of the best NFL uniforms of all time. The winner of
versus one of the worst.
The winner of the NFL bracket versus one of the worst college uniforms. So yeah, I put in the worst Gators and worst Ravens just so we can shit on them.
Now, if you like eating alligator, you're like a real Gator boy, maybe.
Sure, I guess.
Those aren't great.
No, those aren't it. Those aren't it.
Those are pretty bad.
Yeah, no, they are. All right, going over to the other side, we have the all blue Carolina Panthers going up against
the Color Rush,
the Miami Marlins.
The Marlins, Mike, you gotta consult me.
You gotta answer.
I will, but next
uniform bracket. Miami Marlins, black unis. I'm sure there's other Miami Marlins uniforms that could be thrown in here.
Now, it is the Panthers, but
yeah, it is the Panthers. We have Michigan's all blue versus another Michigan versus Michigan. I'm not meaning to do this. All gray Detroit.
Whoa, Detroit!
All gray Detroit Lions. I mean, personally, the Michigan shit is cool. The all blue is cool. The Jumpman is cool. But these all gray Detroit Lion uniforms are beautiful.
Fuck Harbaugh.
I like them. I like them a lot. Next up, we have these throwback Houston Astros uniforms.
Yeah.
Going up against the I guess the classic purple Lakers uniforms.
I don't like the newer Lakers unis.
No, neither do I.
Now, I also hate the Astros, but those throwbacks are like Nolan Ryan throwbacks. Can you zoom in? Can I see who that is?
That's as far as
that is the guy who sucks at baseball. I can't remember his name.
But yeah, no, these Houston uniforms are. I like them. I like them a lot.
What is his fucking
I like
name?
them. I do.
But yes, they're way better.
All right, next up, we have OKC's Christmas uniforms going up against throwback Seattle Seahawks. And like I said,
Mike, it's hard to put sleeves in this fucking bracket, you know?
What you mean?
Sleeves?
Like sleeve uniforms?
Yeah.
We're about to come up on one that I think is going to win a round. But Seattle Seahawks, I definitely think wins this round for sure.
Yes.
I mean, these are
those sleeves.
Yes.
Not great.
No, but they're
John Singleton. That's his name.
There's some.
That's his name.
John Singleton. All right.
He sucks.
We got these throwback University of Florida uniforms, which I do love very much, with Jumpman
Oh, the
logo on them.
circle F.
Going up against the home uniforms for the Philadelphia Eagles, which are their all-black uniforms.
Florida. The Florida unis are very cool. I love the circle F. I think that blue fits beautifully with the stripes on the shoulders. I think the Eagles they're good, but it's a little lackluster, you know?
Yeah, I mean, in the NFL uniform bracket world, it's
Those
definitely
move.
it's
Those are good.
they're great. They definitely have a chance to move on. But yeah, no, these
Now,
all black Golden State uniforms with the sleeves going up
with
against
the
the
sleeves,
all black Washington Commanders uniforms.
Mike,
What's up?
I think you know, maybe you know how I feel. Maybe you don't. I feel my certain way.
What's up?
Now, it was against your team that these unis were on display. Bang! Bang!
Oh, you're talking about OKC.
The shot.
Yeah.
They're better.
No, these uniforms are better than the Washington uniforms.
Those uniforms are so fucking sick.
Yeah, no, I told you there was gonna be a sleeve in here that was gonna get a dub.
That sleeve is dope. The
Yeah, no.
OKC sleeve, I'm not a huge fan of.
No, I wasn't a huge fan of it either.
That sleeve,
I like
I
it.
enjoy. Oh no way, the KGs.
We got the old school Timberwolves uniforms going up against the red on gold San Francisco 49ers
This is
uniforms.
a fucking matchup and a half.
This is a matchup right here.
Now, again, I'm thinking of them shiny TO pants. I'm not thinking of the Bosas. I'm thinking the shiny TOs.
Well, I mean,
Patrick Willis is the guy I can never remember.
Patrick Willis. Navarro Bowman.
Navarro Bowman. What a name.
I personally think it is San Fran. Look, the Timberwolves shit is cool. It's got like a cool look to it. But these in particular, bro, I mean, they look like Halloween costumes compared to these.
It's not their best Wolves.
They look like Halloween costumes compared to these San Francisco.
That is uniforms. No, I agree. They're cool.
They're cool.
Now I like them a lot, but I agree. Is that Birdman? It's fucking dude. Don't even fuck with me.
We got
what's that guy's name?
We got the UNC baby blue uniforms going up against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Is that Harrison Bader right
baby
there?
Blue.
Zoom in on him.
Dude, who the fuck cares? Who has the better uniform?
Harrison Bader. That's the fucking Mike. Those are the Ozzie Smith Cardinals. Those are the most beautiful Cardinals uniforms. Some of the most beautiful uniforms you could ever find. Fuck UNC.
Those uniforms are great.
Fuck the Tar Heels.
We got another easy one. Bumblebee Pittsburgh Steelers going against the blue and yellow Chargers, which are a great uniform. We got the all black Lakers going up against these throwback Washington uniforms, which are
that Clinton.
I like these uniforms right here. The spear on the side of the helmet. I mean, the spear on the side. I like these.
That is not Clinton Portis. I'm sorry.
I think these go without question.
Yeah, the new Lakers unis are nowhere near what the old. Like, it needs to be gold and purple.
Yeah,
not gold and black.
Big gold.
Not black. Like, they need more purple in these unis.
We got the throwback Sonics.
Fuck.
Going up against the all green Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle versus Seattle.
Seattle versus Seattle. I'm not gonna lie, this is not a question to me.
Seahawks.
Whoa. I was thinking Sonics, but we can talk about it.
No, I thought you were gonna say Seahawks.
I think the Sonics are way better.
I think the Sonics walk, but I thought you were gonna say
Okay,
Seahawks.
I think the Sonics walk here. I think this, yeah, no.
Can we put a maybe for the NFL's purpose for the uniforms? Can we put the logo like big on front and the letter real small,
What you mean?
or is that not allowed?
I don't think so. There's probably some regulations you gotta follow for
Because it has to
uniforms.
stay above the letters. It has to
Yeah,
stay
probably all
and
that
all this
shit.
bullshit.
We got
Ooh,
all black
Oakland's.
Stanford uniforms going up against the Oakland A's green and yellow uniforms.
Now, Mike, if you've ever looked up the old Oakland A's,
Mm.
they had the elephant on the ball, and they were like yellow.
Mm.
The A's move, I think,
Yeah,
in this. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that the green, like even these uniforms move, but they got better ones. They got gorgeous unis in yellow.
There's no conversation for this one. Old school Miami versus new Atlanta.
New Atlanta, yeah, no, never.
Now this next one, Devin, we got all black Baltimore Ravens going up against these Washington uniforms.
You like that? You like that?
I do like that. I do like that, but I do think there's a conversation to be had.
Are those all blacks?
These are the all black uniforms. One of my favorites. But these are also one of my favorite Washington uniforms.
Now, Mike, I'm inspired by an all black plus a blackout primetime football game.
Mm.
When you go all black plus a blackout, you can't go a maroon out. You can't go a gold out. You can go a blackout and shit gets scary in Baltimore.
It
Shit
does.
gets dangerous.
I mean, I got the same jersey on right now.
Mike, last night, y'all were hitting 115 decibels.
Are
It's all
you?
day.
Baltimore's moving on.
Yeah.
Interesting. We have.
It's not because we suck.
I mean, is this a question?
Who even is that?
Well, obviously you have New England's throwback uniforms. Now
Yeah, who
over
that?
here, this is the University of
Houston.
Yes. Okay. Yes. There we go. I
Because I got that because they play in the American League.
Yes. I don't really think it's a question. I think
Why are they wearing Dallas?
old throwbacks, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're playing in the American division.
And the final matchup,
Navy.
we got
all
black Saints going up against these OKC uniforms.
I'm not sure if you did the OKC unis justice.
No, I didn't.
This round?
I just threw them in.
But they're kind of tough. I fuck with the OKCs.
I like them, but that all black Saints, I mean,
It's dangerous when you're in the dome.
I think they move on.
We forget with Derek Carr and Jameis Winston in there now. We forget how dangerous Breeze was in his own fucking.
And I mean the Saints, I mean they've always rocked with the all black at home and that
The all blacks are sick.
That's always been their swag.
They're one of the teams that has really done the all blacks well.
I mean, is this a question? You got Toronto, perfect
Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. Okay. We have all
That's
black.
the Vince Carter reverse 360 between the legs.
We got all black Miami Hurricanes versus all black Sixers. That's another thing. Sixers moving on. Sixers got
now, Mike.
Man.
We definitely need to do another because you did not do the MLB justice.
I know, bro. I know.
You did not do them justice.
I know. We got the Utah Jazz all purple
now
going up
this.
Against... Look, I don't know if it's just I'm burning out on just picking NBA uniforms, or these Denver Bronco uniforms just better.
They are.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The Broncos unis are fucking
They're better. They're better.
gorgeous. They're perfect.
We got Ravens Color Rush versus the home uniforms for the Panthers.
Color Rush.
Yeah, I would have been okay with either one you picked. Really?
No, the Raven, dude. It's the gold letters are beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely I like the
Oh,
gold letters.
D-backs all day. D-backs every step.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Mike.
Are
When we
you
do the next
sure?
bracket, Mike, when these baby blues are nothing compared to what the baby blues I will show you.
All right, all right.
Those D-backs are gorgeous compared to those fucking bitch ass new age baby blues. Those are bullshit.
We got Creamsicles versus Miami Vice.
Oh fuck, that's your pick. I don't know.
I think it's Miami Vice.
Okay.
Florida
Okay.
versus
All right.
Florida versus Florida. We got baby blue Pistons or baby blue Nuggets versus dark blue Pistons.
Pistons.
Yeah, it's Pistons all day.
The mellow nuggies are nice. I like them.
All right,
But the Matumbo ones with the mountain on them,
mm-hmm.
I think we did those in the last. We've done them before. I don't know.
We have done it before. I think it was before we went visual.
Yeah.
We got orange Miami Dolphins versus, the Oilers.
Yeah.
Like, this is another no brainer. I mean,
It's a walk.
It's the Oilers. All right. We got all gray Lions versus all blue Panthers.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, the all gray is the new all blue. The all gray is the new all blue in my eyes, bro. I think this all gray is starting to take over.
I agree.
I think it is. It's just
I gotta get rid of these hiccups.
that new style. I like it. I like it a lot. We got old school Astros, old school Seahawks. Who you want?
Astros.
I'll let him walk. We got
But nowhere near the best unis in the MLB.
all black Golden State, throwback University of Florida.
Ugh.
Look, if we're just talking which one looks better, I think it's Florida. I mean, it just.
I agree.
If we're just talking what looks better, what uniform looks
Now,
better?
no, I 100% agree because say Steph wasn't on that team, it's Draymond, Clay, and some other dudes on that team. Steph doesn't hit that fucking shot to fucking close OKC out. It's a different situation we're looking at.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude. Cards.
Yeah.
Every day. You forgot the Expos. You forgot the Brave Baby Blues. You forgot the Philly. Dude.
Hey,
We're going MLB ham next time.
We got blue on yellow Chargers versus these old school Washington uniforms.
Chargers.
Yeah, I was about to say, Devin, I'm sorry, but it is the Chargers.
Don't be sorry.
It is the Chargers.
And I'll show you some O's unis that look fucking better than the All Blacks.
We got
shout out to Cedric though.
We got the old school Sonics going up against the Oakland Athletics.
Oh, Mike.
Fuck. I think the Sonic clear on this.
The Sonics push, but if you put, yeah, Sonics push, but the A's not their best.
All right, I'll take your word. I will believe you when you
Catfish Hunter, Raleigh Fingers, Ricky Henderson.
What do we got? All right. We
Dolphins.
All Black Ravens versus throwback Dolphins. It's the Dolphins. It's the Dolphins. And now we got all black New Orleans
Oh,
versus.
Pats.
Yeah, I mean these Patriots uniforms are. I think they're gonna be
A
hard to
cakewalk.
beat. They're gonna be hard to beat.
We said that last time though, and they got beat.
I know. Well, a lot of these NFL uniforms are going to have to lose at some point. We got purple Raptors, black Sixers.
Raptors.
It's the Raptors. I mean, if the Sixers got to lose to a uniform,
It's the Raptors uniforms.
It can't be
It's
too
the
mad
Vince
losing to
Carter
the
dunk
Raptors.
contest unis.
We got the orange and blue Broncos going up against the Color Rush Ravens.
Am I crazy?
You tell me.
You tell me.
You tell me.
I like y'all's better.
I'm okay with that.
I do. I think it's a more complete uniform. I think you exclude the helmets from the Broncos, I think we're fucked.
All right. We got the Diamondbacks going up against Miami Vice.
D-backs, dude.
Come on, bro. You got to let go of that MLB fandom at some point.
I can't.
Look at these Miami uniforms.
I can't.
I didn't.
Bro.
I only let
you
these.
want? I don't want to watch D-Wade put up 6 points a game.
I let these slide last time because it was
you
MLB.
let them slide.
MLB versus
my
MLB. They
God.
low key aren't even better than Toronto.
All right. Do you think
Miami
is better than Toronto?
I gotta take it.
If you think Miami's better than Toronto, it's all day. Then sure.
Detroit going up against the Oilers.
Mikey, I will wait till I get on this next bracket with my MLB shit.
I'm just saying.
You gonna be fucked.
Oilers. Pistons.
Verse. Oilers.
It's the Oilers. It's the winner of the NFL uniforms bracket. So they definitely got. They definitely got some pool.
We can't give them no passes though, but they win.
They got some pool though. They're gonna have some pool when it comes to NFL uniforms. We have all gray Detroit Lions going up against the throwback Astros. Wow, you are MLB biased.
Nolan Ryan, baby.
You are MLB. I don't care.
But those look better.
Amir Abdullah. Like, what do you mean?
Fuck Amir Abdullah. Those look better. Mike, you see this?
Bro, these. Do
you see this?
These look better than these. Come on.
Mike, do you see this?
Come on, bro.
Mike.
Come on. Do you really think the Lions got better uniforms?
All right, can you just tell me that you see this?
I see them. I see it.
It's a cock and balls.
But do you really think that you come on.
I do.
Come on. All right. I think it's the Lions.
Coin flip.
I'll let it slide.
No, coin flip. Coin flip.
It's a digital world, bro. I don't have a coin. Flip a coin.
On the internet.
Heads or tails?
Coin flip. Heads.
It's heads. All right. Astros move on. All right, we got blue on yellow Chargers going up against the Seattle Supersonics.
Oh,
it's
a weird one.
It's a throwback versus a throwback. But these Sonics uniforms are. I love these. The green.
The Chargers aren't really a throwback.
I guess not anymore, right? Yeah.
The Chargers were dark blue back in the day.
Well, no.
The days of Fouts?
Fouts. I think Fouts was in baby blue.
No, Fouts was in dark blue.
We can make sure right now.
Yeah.
But these are definitely throwback uniforms.
Fouts was in that darker blue.
Yeah, but even this isn't what they wore. Even this would be a throwback uniform, like what Fouts is wearing. There was a time where they went back to the dark blue with Rivers.
Yeah,
if you remember. I'm not tripping, right?
With the dark blue, maybe
There was a time where they went to dark blue. Like,
not for a year.
what do you mean? Like when Drew Brees got drafted to the Chargers, they wore dark blue. You know what I'm saying? Like that dark, that dark blue. That's what they wore.
Let me look.
Phillip Rivers Chargers. Okay, not
All right.
why are they showing me Colts?
Breeze was wearing dark blue when he went to the
Yes,
Chargers.
this blue. This is the blue I'm talking about right there. That blue.
But Dan Fouts wore that same blue.
You're right about the Dan Fouts, but I'm saying there was a time where they went back to the dark blue and came back to this. They're both throwback uniforms. They've had. Do they beat Seattle? That's the question.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Are those like Christmas jerseys?
Dude, they are this is what they wore, bro. They are this green and red, it is.
Is that the glove?
They are beautiful. Do you know anything about basketball?
Gary Payton.
You're drunk.
No, the glove. Mike, you're telling me Gary Payton didn't play for the Supersonics?
Gary Payton played for the Supersonics.
Okay.
But he wasn't number 40.
No, I'm not saying that was him.
Oh, I thought you were saying, oh, the glove. Like, oh, look at it.
No, I was just saying the glove wore those.
I got you. How about...
Is that Sean Merriman?
I don't fucking know. We got Miami versus New England, though. A throwback versus a throwback.
Not Sean Merriman.
I think it's New England, though.
I think so, too. It's close.
I think it's New England. Are we? I think we're at our Elite 8, Devin.
Are we really?
We are at our Elite 8 for uniforms. So here we go. We got purple versus purple. Toronto Raptors going up against the Ravens. I can't lie, Devin. I think this is when we say goodbye to the Ravens Color Rush uniforms.
Agreed.
And we let those uniforms move on.
Let them go.
All right. Miami Vice going up against... right? I'm not... Okay. Let's see. Okay. Because we're going to have that conversation in a second. We'll have that conversation in a second. Okay. Also... I can say bye to... That's a fucking push!
Whoa.
In a good way, right? In a good way. Okay, the way you said it. The way you
Mikey,
said it.
what does a push mean?
The way you said it. The way
No.
The way you said it, I didn't know if
what
you
do
were
you
saying
infer
it
a push
in a good
means?
way.
Is that betting terms?
When I say push, it's like I don't know. I feel like it's I would consider it more close than further away.
Because I just said it.
Well, I'm going to St.
As
Louis.
an easy push for the Cards.
Easy for them. Okay. Well, I'm going
to... Now, you don't understand if we had the MLB teams that are lit.
Shit, I feel like we made that clear like 5 times. No. No. Bro, it's just funny because it's like every time an
MLB team gets pushed, I'm like, wait a second, hold on.
You go. Bro, I don't think you understand.
You don't get it, dude. If the fucking Expos,
I will 100% have you on every call for every business call for the fucking, or I'll make sure you get inferred on what is happening for the brackets. We got the Supersonics versus New England Patriots.
Sonics.
It's the Sonics. It's the Sonics. We got
Fuck
our Final
Four.
Final
Four?
We got a Final Four. It's an interesting one. So we have the Oilers going up against the Toronto Raptors. NBA versus NFL. That's what we're really looking at.
First time we've been faced with adversity.
Those Oilers uniforms, those Raptors uniform. I think it's the Raptors.
I agree.
It's the Raptors. It's the Raptors. And we got St. Louis
Harrison Bader, show the
versus
fuck out.
versus the Sonics.
Show out.
Versus the Sonics.
Cards.
All right. Then we got our final matchup.
This is Mike, this is a crazy bracket.
Is it a crazy bracket?
And I like it. I enjoy. This is a wild matchup in a bracket.
We got St. Louis going up against Toronto. Purple versus baby blue. I'm just trying to think, like, has St. Louis really struggled this bracket? Because we've done an audio podcast before that I'm sure most people watching this probably never heard.
Nope.
Where the St. Louis Cardinals did win this. So is this going to be their second time winning a uniforms bracket?
I think the Raptors unis are one of the best NBA unis of all time. But if we're talking all time, all sports, now there are uniforms, especially in the MLB, that beat the Cardinals.
Do we put the winner of this bracket in the next one?
Yes.
To see how they fare versus other ones?
Yes.
Okay.
It is the St. Louis Cardinals. It is Ozzie Smith. It is Harrison Bader. It is Stan Musial.
It's the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals. I'm interested. I'm going to go back after this pod, and I'm going to check our notes. I'm going to see who was the runner-up the first time versus the St. Louis Cardinals team. But, yeah, St. Louis Cardinals. Devan.
Yeah, we've done so many podcasts that it's like, we don't know who's done anything.
We have no clue. But I will say, we did it. We did a 64 uniform bracket across the board, and it feels like next Friday we're going to be cooking up another one. That's what it sounds like. This is what I'm hearing from you. It sounds like you really
from
want
my side
64 different uniforms on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question is, do we do 64 brand new ones?
I think we can find 63 brand new ones.
63 brand new uniforms. NFL, NBA.
But if there are any that we think can compete, we'll throw them in.
So NFL, NBA, MLB, college.
Do you want to throw in hockey?
We can.
I'll do my research.
We can throw it in. I know hockey uniforms are clean.
They're
Hockey
tough.
uniforms are clean.
Some of them are tough.
With all that being said, I think it's finally time to get out of here.
Agreed.
We talked Thursday Night Football. We talked fantasy football. We talked some NBA. We did predictions. We talked 64 of the best uniforms of all time. Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Fuck the Yankees. Fuck the Red Sox. Fuck the Blue Jays. Fuck the Rays. Fuck the Giants. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Eagles. America's teams will prevail.
All right. Well, with that being said, brand new episodes every Saturday and Tuesday. We'll be back on Tuesday to do another bracket, talk more fantasy football, to talk all Week 11 games, to talk Week 12 Thursday Night Football, react to Monday Night Football. We'll be doing a whole bunch of shit. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
What the fuck rhymes with orange?